Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa. Tuesday in the Arena, conference finals, about to tip off tonight. We got the full couch. How everybody feeling?
I'm good.
See you on First Take this morning, cheating on us again, but.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little nervous, man.
Nah, you did your thing.
Speaking in that camera, man, I like the people.
Oh, you at the crib, right?
Oh, yeah, man, I was at the crib.
That's different.
You were not nervous.
I was
Need
sweating
that energy,
without,
you gotta be on
without
set.
sweating. Huh?
No, you weren't.
Because I'm talking to a camera, you know, you got to talk to the lens.
Right.
What you do every
It
day.
is different, but that is different.
It's different.
It's the same thing you do every day.
Yeah, no. Technically, but not. Because
Different.
You do it every
No,
day.
because, you know, there I'm trying to look at them, see what they're talking about.
You can see them too, though, right?
Yeah, but I don't supposed to look down.
Because you can hear 'em.
Because
You gotta look
the
at 'em.
cameras.
You can hear 'em, because
Yeah,
you can
because I know, you know, you got.
You're a little slow.
Yeah, it's like, I want to see what's coming out your mouth.
I gotta look at you to hear you.
So then I got to all right, I got to stay focused, then come to me. But
Now, that's the hard part, having to stare straight at the camera
Yeah.
and trying to see what's going on.
But don't worry, I'm going to get my little swagger.
Yeah, you got some good
I'm
tape.
going to turn it up.
It was
Yeah, some good takes,
It was
Mr.
good.
Reese?
Some good
Okay.
tapes.
I'm going to turn it up on them.
On Hallenberg.
It was good.
Gotta be cool, you know what I mean? You gotta be cool first. Can't be no chill. Gotta be
All right.
Gilbert.
No, you gotta be Gilbert.
Gotta be
You know what I mean? I'm in the house right now. I'm in the house. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go outside.
Right?
You let him sleep in the big house.
Learn the system. Learn the system.
Yeah,
Rob
learn the
that
system.
motherfucking blind. He said, get in good, learn the system. And rob
But this
that
is
motherfucking
Gil's Arena,
blind.
presented by Underdog. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Okay, swag, I see you.
Yeah, man, I gotta bring cribbing back.
Okay,
you know?
yeah, it has been sorely
Got
missed
away.
around the city.
Nothing.
But bringing his championship experience and also bringing cripping back, we have Swaggy P, Nick Young, here in the arena.
You know, Kendrick in town this week.
Yeah, you going to jail.
Wow.
A lot of them
Last
went
time
to
you
jail.
did that,
I'm just saying a
the
lot of
police
them.
went
I'm just saying a lot of them went to
No Ricos, no Ricos in the
All
arena.
I'm saying,
Police
No Ricos
gonna
in the
go
arena.
last time.
all I'm saying is you keep
I like
going
it.
to the Slauson.
Nah, Amazon.
Oh, you got him on Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I like him.
Much better.
Amazon.
We got Hall of Famer and four-time WNBA champion of the world, Sheryl Swoopes, back here with us. What's up, Swoop? More J's we ain't got.
Don't do that.
Showing out.
I know.
Right?
It's his fault.
I know she got that.
No, that's his fault.
Oh, you just had to flex on him?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yesterday he was like, "Oh,
I thought
I'm gonna have to go in my closet."
I should have.
So I had to
Oh,
go
you thought he
in
was
my
coming with
closet.
something
I
today.
did.
Yeah,
I
so
was like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay, I heard it."
And on this side of the couch,
Oh, wait, do you got that from eBay?
This?
Yeah.
No,
Jordan Camp?
no. What? It's just a Jordan jersey from the Nike store.
You think that's China? You got the name? You got the name?
Amazon.
Amazon. That's
He ain't got the name or I mean, we know who it is. That's like player
No,
99.
but it's not.
Player
Man,
99.
don't listen to
My
them.
fault, player
I
99.
forgot just last.
On this side of the
Okay.
couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick Kenyon Martin, back here with us. I just gotta wait for the music to end. Want to be respectful. And
We gotta find some Sesame Street shit or something. Like,
Nah, ain't no big bird down there.
He says Sesame
That's what you
Street.
do. That fits you well, motherfucker.
And representing Tough Crowd and Tough Crowd University, we have
That's
Mr.
what
B,
he's free.
Brandon Jennings back here.
Yeah.
So for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile, vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Thunder and Wolves tip off the Western Conference Finals in a matchup between the likely MVP, SGA, and one of the best young players in the league in Ant-Man. Which team has more pressure to reach the finals? The Nuggets suffered their second straight second-round exit after winning the chip in 2023. What does Denver need to do to keep Jokic's championship window open? Some of y'all not going to be here come next year. And Giannis held a spontaneous Q&A with fans this weekend, and some of his answers raised some eyebrows. Was the Greek freak trolling or trying to tell us something? But before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. As for tonight, Mr. B has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let us take a look if we can. You got SGA higher, 43.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Ant-Man higher, one first quarter three-pointer, man. I like that one. Chet Holmgren hired 8.5 rebounds. Chet taking on his hometown team. Rudy Gobert hired 9.5 rebounds. And Jalen Williams, J-Dub, hired 9.5 rebounds and assists. If you use this partner pack, you can win over 11 times your bread if it hits. How's the rest of the couch feeling about Mr. B's picks for tonight?
Chet rebounds, how much he average?
Oh, no, Chet's cool.
Yeah, that's
It's the Rudy.
No, Rudy.
Rudy Tootie,
That's
fresh and
easy.
fruity.
That's easy for Rudy.
rebound.
He ain't been getting
Bigs in the game.
Yeah.
So that was that series.
That's what I said. You got
That was that series.
There's 3 7-footers out there, so
Yeah,
it's like,
that's-
all right, who gonna get these joints?
But he's gonna be on the floor, so
Yeah.
they need him on the floor. He's gonna have a lot of minutes. So
A lot of defense.
he's definitely
gonna
gonna
be
get
played.
that.
I
He's
was
gonna
looking
get
at
10
it, I was
rebounds.
like,
Yeah, he's gonna get 10
Easy.
rebounds. Because you got
That's the one that put that mug at 11. I'm trying to tell you. The Rudy rebounds is what put it times.
Sacre blue, as they say. So we asked the chat if they're riding or fading with Mr. B's picks for tonight.
I'm like 8.
Mr. B, 56% of the chat riding with your picks.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
you got the majority rolling with his picks. If you like Mr. B's picks,
I'm getting better.
go ahead and pull up to the Underdog app and add them. If you don't have Underdog, download it, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick 'em. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So as we addressed last week on the show, two-time MVP and 2021 Finals MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is weighing his options regarding whether he wants to stay with the Bucks or make a move after 3 straight first-round playoff exits. Because Giannis has a lot of free time on his hands and likes to troll, he held a fan Q&A on Twitter this weekend. It was spontaneous. He just started answering questions that the fans were asking, and people were trying to read into some of his answers. So here's some of the most interesting tweets that people are reading into. Let's take a look. So one fan asked Giannis his favorite city to play on the road. Giannis replied, New York. So there are 2 basketball teams in New York, of course. Brooklyn Nets have a ton of draft capital to potentially deal after the Mikal Bridges trade last summer. Let's take a look at another one of his Q&A responses here. Another fan asked the Greek Freak his favorite NFL team. He replied, the Packers and Dallas Cowboys. So it's well known the Packers and Cowboys have a long-standing rivalry dating back to the 60s. Dallas also has a professional basketball team, and that team secured the #1 pick in this year's draft. Maybe the Mavs should reconsider the availability of that #1 pick, see if they can potentially make a move to bring a proven talent in. Let's take a look at another one he had. And shortly after, another fan asked Giannis, out of all the cities you've ever been to, which city made you the happiest to be there, not counting your hometown? Giannis replied simply, Florida cities. A lot of cities in Florida. As we all know, the Miami Heat are looking to make big changes this summer. The Orlando Magic have a roster packed with young talent. So open it up to the couch. Do you think Giannis is trying to hint at cities he's interested in playing in, or is he just trolling?
That sounded just like every city we would all pick. The best,
Florida cities?
No, I'm just saying the best city to play in for most players would be, unless it's a hometown team, New York, because of the building, the Mecca, the Garden. I don't know about the other. Brooklyn, I wasn't there. And Florida, Miami. I mean, it's Miami. Everybody loves Miami, even foreigners. So
Florida cities.
yeah, you just plural. You just
How
being
many
plural.
cities do you actually think he's been to in the state of Florida? Just to be honest.
Just been 2.
Is there 2?
All right.
So you think he actually been to Jacksonville, or he been to
It's a fine city?
Daytona,
No,
or you think he
Tampa.
been to
Fort Lauderdale.
Tampa? I would even give him Tampa, right? I would say he's
Shout
been
out
to
Mount
Tampa,
Venus.
right?
Yeah.
Tampa's a nice place to visit. I would give him that, but
Tallahassee?
Fort
you
Lauderdale.
think he been to Bradenton? You think he been to no? He ain't been.
Home of IMG. He might have got some work in.
No, you think he? I'm saying
Probably had
Mount
some
Verde. You
work.
think he been in any of them cities? Like no, he's not.
Spent ample time in
No, he don't do
Orlando
that.
during the
He's a good
bubble in
man.
Disney jail.
He's a good.
He's a good man.
You think he's just strolling through Sarasota randomly? Like nah.
A lot of cities in Florida, K. A lot of places to visit.
Damn.
No, it looked like to me he's just answering questions.
Yes.
Mr. B, you are a
Yes.
Like,
Milwaukee
answering
Bucks
questions
loyal.
to me.
Just answering.
Yeah, Q&A for the fans.
Just
I have
Q&A.
some time on my hand.
Okay.
Just answer some
Nothing to
questions.
read into.
Bored.
Why you say California?
There are also reports that he's
Because
going
they don't like California.
You don't
He
like
gonna
it?
better
Yeah.
learn to like it.
What, you
No,
don't
he don't like
it?
California because he said the taxes is high. He said it's too expensive
That's
to live
fair.
here.
Dealing with Milwaukee, I get it.
But he got a house in New York.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's been other reports that Giannis supposed to have a meeting with the Bucks. I think a little bit bigger than an exit meeting. Need to see,
Damn,
it might be an
yeah.
exit meeting really to see
They
A
didn't have that
Brexit, if
meeting?
you will.
Man, if you want to leave, don't have no meeting.
All right.
Cause they're gonna get you. They're gonna play on your insecurity. They're gonna play on your heart. You know what I mean? They're gonna have little videos of you like being a little scrawny little kid. You know what I mean? Nah, you gotta do that shit over the phone. You gotta break up over the phone. That's classy.
Classy is
That's how
breaking
you
up
break
over
up,
the-
huh?
What? I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like I don't. Yeah, break up over the phone. Send a little email. Be
Yeah,
professional.
Giannis said he was going to be here at 12. Somebody call him, please. See if he's running
It's
late.
me.
2:30 already.
It's not you, it's me.
You said send an email.
Send an email. You know what I mean?
It's
Put it on-
2:30.
put it on social
I
media.
want to see if Giannis is
What
running
everybody
late.
else does.
He's supposed to be here at 12.
Do it on Zoom at least. Get some face-to-face.
No.
No face-to-face interaction.
Full fact.
Just put it on social media.
Hey, do it. I'm out.
Yeah, that's all 2 words.
That's what everybody
So-
else does.
If Giannis does decide to explore the trade market, look for another potential team, where do you think Giannis would fit best via trade? And via trade is the key point of that question because a lot of teams don't have enough to get Giannis. But then again, we saw Luka get traded to the Lakers.
You said where? Pick one. Pick one. Pick one.
Did we hear the Hawks?
Did you say where would be a good place for him?
Pick one.
Any of them?
Yeah, fuck.
Golden State.
Sheryl, don't do that.
Fuck.
I
mean,
I mean,
is
that's
all-
a good place.
He
I
didn't
mean,
name
use him.
They
California.
always
Huh?
He
mention
didn't name
You
California.
just said pick one.
Stay in Milwaukee, man.
It all depends on what
get
you
the hell out
what
of
what,
there. That's a
what
great-
Golden
is
State could use him.
They've been trying to get him.
what's leaving.
It's a graveyard in Milwaukee,
Nice.
man.
Yeah. It's what leaving if the core can stay
Because you're going to have to suffer another year.
than anyone.
I agree. He should
Dame ain't coming back
He
next year.
want to stay. Golden
Dame
State
out for the whole
would
season.
be really nice with him.
Shit, to go to Indiana I mean, that
I
changes.
forgot Dame was out for the
Yeah.
He won't
Dame-
go to Indiana.
Dame out next year. That's another year of suffering,
Yeah.
bro.
And we talked about this last week. Indiana would be
Oh, yeah.
a
Because
ideal
it's
location,
Achilles.
but probably not a place he could go.
His Achilles, right?
Just all things considered.
I mean,
I might like it.
Where?
Do the Kobe shit. You know how Kobe used to get into it with people and then add them to their team?
go to
Like
New York,
what,
but he don't
LA?
have the market to do that.
He said Indiana, but
Kobe, Jordan, Bird, Magic, it's the biggest market. So you can just say, hey man, come on over here. People are willing to come. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, there ain't nothing to do in
shit.
Milwaukee.
You live in
Mr.
Milwaukee.
Biggie,
you
Is there
live in
things to do in
Indiana.
Milwaukee? Don't let Gil fight back.
Yes. There.
Nice city.
720 carnivores.
I mean, he can call
Elsie.
anybody he wants.
The Trade Hotel.
That's 4.
That's 5. Carson's.
Go look at some breweries.
You're gonna sound like LeBron James on the phone. Hey man, come on over here. Man, hell no.
We got the Brewers.
This stuff's too much.
Brewers.
I like
Hey,
to play.
it'd be cracking that night.
Casino over there. What?
You know
No.
what I'm saying?
You can get some shit.
Hillside.
You can trade
Man, the
defense
biggest
player of the year.
the biggest trade Cleveland has ever made was Larry Hughes in 2005. 20 years ago. I mean, the money has tripled since what, 68 million?
Man, you throw in.
Right? Was that his contract? About 60, 78 million dollars? That was the biggest contract, and you still ain't signed nobody even worth that? And the money's tripled?
You trade
Yeah, I
for
also got
Mobley.
Kevin Love, too.
You throw in Mobley.
No, that was a trade.
Yeah.
No, I said
Talking
free
agents.
agent.
Throw in Mobley.
Yeah, I mean,
pick.
they're gonna have to trade for somebody. Ain't nobody just walking. I want to go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's what I said. Trade. right?
Who they got on the roster? LeBron.
The late
LeBron found that out real good.
Yeah,
Hey, D-Wade, why don't you come over here? Yeah, I'm gonna just stick it on out over here, man.
they call these Lakers back.
So according to Bovada, these are the teams with the best odds to land Giannis. The Knicks are in the top spot, followed by the Nets, Miami Heat, Lakers, Clippers, Rockets, Warriors, Raptors, Spurs, and Thunder. Thunder's an intriguing one just because
He don't.
they got the assets, but going from Milwaukee to Oklahoma City, you don't.
The Rockets.
Because it's how he plays.
Rockets not bad.
It's how Giannis plays the game. That's a deterrent from a lot of them places that already have pieces in place. If he was to slow down like we stated, and not all the time, but just out of 10 possessions, bro, you can't, 8 of them, you can't motherfucking be train going downhill, man. Like, you gotta slow down, start playing in the half court. If he was to do that, fit a lot of places, but just how he plays the game, it's mostly in transition, man. And
That's why a team
That
like the
don't fit
Pacers
it.
will
Yeah,
make
that don't
sense
fit.
because they play fast.
Yeah, they play
Pacers
fast.
make sense.
They play fast as fuck.
But then you got to be able to spot up shooter too. So what does he do when he doesn't have the ball? When Tyrese Halliburton has the ball, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's situations like that you got to think about. Like if he doesn't have the ball in his hand, what is he then? Right? Because there he's bringing the ball up the floor. They taking it out, they giving it to him and letting him do his thing.
But you could put him in a pick and roll with. He's a willing
He
passer.
got to roll. If he pop, ain't nobody rotating to him.
But yeah, he got to roll, though.
Yeah, he's short rolling a roll every time, so you can
But
defend that.
Him and Dame don't never make that pass.
He's-
either.
Right. They never
He
had
wasn't
to.
used to a roll.
Yeah.
He was used to the pick and pop.
Yeah, he wants you to pop.
Yeah.
So another fun topic that came out of the Giannis fan Q&A was the question of his all-time starting five, which in true Giannis fashion, he did not include himself in. So let's take a look at who he picked. He had Steph at 1, MJ at the 2, Kobe at 3, KD at the 4, Bron at the 5. So are you rolling with Giannis's all-time starting five?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah, that's the man's list. So
It's
what we
his
gonna-
list. It's a pretty good list.
Bron running the 5?
Some dogs in that list.
There are some dogs.
It's a lot of dogs.
So now question for the couch. Can you design a lineup to try to beat that squad?
Beat it in fantasy?
It's hard, right?
just fantasy. I mean,
Yeah,
we can name anybody. It's not like you're gonna prove us wrong.
yeah. We can put 5 people together to compete with that. Yeah,
That could beat that crew? Do you have any of those 5 players available?
Yeah, I want to hear that 5.
My 5?
Yeah, that will beat them.
My 5, I go Bron at the 1.
No, you like a different 5. You
A
can't use
different
that.
five.
Can't use?
You can't,
I can't use
any
none
of
of
those
them.
can't
players?
use that
That's what I'm
5.
saying.
Oh.
Yeah, design.
No, you
Oh,
can't
put it
use
back
that
up there
5.
then?
Design a lineup to
Okay.
try to beat that squad.
Okay, put it lineup.
Okay, we'll put
That's
it
who
back
you
up.
think? Yeah, it's the.
All right, I'll go Magic at the 1.
Oh, yeah.
You done fucked me. You done took both at the 2 and the 3. Okay.
That's a hell of a lineup.
Oh, Magic. Ooh.
You know, I'm thinking nobody else. All bigs after that.
I'll go Dwayne Wade at the 2. At the 3, I'll go Melo. 4, I'll go. You got KD. I'll go.
I'll go.
It's either Dirk or
He don't-
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, all you gotta do is
You gotta
put
pick
Joker in
one.
that mix or Shaq.
And I go.
Yeah.
Oh, Shaq or
I'll
Joker.
go.
Dirk?
I'll go Dirk and Shaq.
Dirk and Shaq. Okay. So Magic, Wade, Melo, Dirk, Shaq. You think take down this 5?
I'll go young. I'm gonna go all new generation. I'll go Shai and
Goddamn torched.
Boston, JT,
Tatum. Okay.
Giannis, and Joker.
You're not winning.
Kill that.
You're not winning.
Kill that.
You're not winning.
Or do you have a 5 that you
Can't
think?
guard nobody on that team.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right about
Bron can't guard Joker.
You got some good ones on there. I'm gonna put AI.
Ooh, you took my guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Also be
AI
on your
at
team too,
one.
Ken.
No, we're going different, right?
No, you can reuse players that are not in that 5.
Only one
We
ball.
can reuse players.
It's only
I know it's only one ball.
They can't.
Damn.
Who's gonna set a screen for Steph?
I'm gonna go AI. I'm gonna probably go with, for defensive purposes, I'm gonna go Scottie Pippen.
I got. Watch what I do.
I was gonna pick him.
I got. What? Watch this match.
And I'm gonna go with Shaq for sure.
the Diesel.
Yeah. I like Melo. And a 2, give me, I don't know, give me Shai also. I like Shai. I need some scoring.
Shout out to SGA.
I need
Let's
some
move
scoring.
to this side of the couch. The distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, Kenyon Martin.
So you said we can reuse people?
Yeah, they just can't be that 5. You can
I
use
don't
whatever.
want them 5.
He said he don't want that 5 anyway.
Give me Penny, Mac, Ticket.
Mag. God damn, I didn't think about that.
Huh?
I forgot about him.
Oh,
Damn.
give me J Kidd.
Ain't gonna be hurt by halftime.
Cool. No, we're talking about the best version of these people, right?
I know.
We're talking about the best version of these people, are we or are we not, right?
That's why I think they'll be able to play.
And give me Grant Hill.
Oh shit. Wheelchairs out there.
It's cool. At the best version of these people, I hear you. Eventually, yeah, but the best version of them, yeah, give me, yeah.
Oh,
That's a good lineup, though.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about T.
It's like you still has not learned.
And Penny.
So, yeah, Penny, Mac, Grant, Ticket, and J Kidd.
All right, so now let's shift over to Mr. B, Brandon Jennings, representing Tough Crowd University.
I'm gonna go J Kidd
I like
at the 1, Dwayne Wade. I'm gonna go Scottie Pippen at the 3. I'm gonna go Dirk and Tim Duncan at the 5.
Timothy.
Okay.
Okay, I like all y'all crew. Good job. Appreciate y'all for participating. It was a little, y'all be a little difficult at first, but
Or I
thank you.
might swap J Kidd out for Russ.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Either one, I was saying.
J Kidd though, man.
That's how I might. That's how I might.
I'm gonna say J Kidd.
Giannis,
But
you want that
J-Kidd.
smoke with your top 5.
Give me J Kidd. You know what I'm saying? So we got action.
I really want MJ and Kobe, though.
But hey,
I know. Yeah.
That's so selfish.
Yeah, I like
was
it.
very selfish on Giannis.
That's a nice
2
lineup.
2s and 3
Both of
2
them.
2s and 2 3s.
We'll be fighting over the
That's
same
a nice
position.
lineup.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got one big
yeah.
ticket. The rest of them interchangeable.
Chat saying you got to get the battle mode simulations going back again.
Oh,
With squad.
that shit was fun.
Oh, with these five,
What squad could hold it down if Giannis' team will reign supreme or if somebody on our couch would
the
give
best
it work.
version of, the best version of everybody.
That's real. Well, all right, let's keep this moving. NBA draft just about a month away. So let's check in on some of the storylines surrounding the draft. First and foremost, got to start with the team with the number 1 pick. Mavs won the lottery, number 1 overall pick, but according to ESPN's Tim McMahon, they are not trading that pick. Yesterday, Mavs head coach Jason Kidd spoke to the Dallas Mavs podcast about who they are looking at with that pick.
None of this, that kid from Duke stuff. You know you want to tell us. Who you drafted on June 25th?
We love that kid from Duke. Been studying him a little bit. And so that's the answer.
So we love that kid at Duke, presumably that kid being Cooper Flagg, who's projected to be a number 1 overall pick. So kid basically all but confirmed. Mavs are planning to pick Cooper Flagg out of Duke with that top pick. So smart move for the Mavs to keep the number 1 pick instead of trying to shop it around, get an established vet.
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
You guys believe in Cooper Flagg?
Yeah, I believe, and it's just gonna bring life into that arena again. I feel like, they got, American man in there now. So.
You got what?
Replace Luka with Cooper.
I just like the situation for him.
Yeah.
Well, even
you
from
get-
a fan
playing with AD.
standpoint, the fans are going to like it.
If
Especially
healthy,
since they got rid of Luka.
obviously
don't
Kyrie.
have Kyrie, but-
Kyrie status still, but if healthy, Mavs a playoff
Got
team,
Clay.
undoubtedly.
So what position do you play him at though?
3. Like I mean,
So no more PJ?
3, 4, you play them together. Just
Put 'em all
PJ can come
together.
off the bench, whatever he's gonna, whatever you want to play him at. 3, 4, 4, 3.
I was thinking AD want to stay at that 4, right? He been
he wanna stay
complaining
at 4.
about that
Yeah.
4.
No, that's
so
right, he
he
wanna
want to
stay
stay
at
at that 4.
Yeah, because they got real big. They got Gafford and still
Yeah.
lively.
That's
Still,
what I
they
was
still got
saying.
big, so you play him at the 3.
I mean, as I said, he's a 3.
Yeah, it's a big ass lineup.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
I mean, it's good for them. I mean, I don't know who else they thinking about picking at this point. I mean, he is the number 1 pick, and anybody after that is it's just guesswork. It's more upside than it is just true. They're ready to play. One thing he does over everyone is he plays actually hard, right? So you can't teach that, right? So worst thing, the worst scenario, defensively he'll be there, and the work ethic is going to be there. So, he's coming into a winning situation. So I don't know if they believe in him, but they believe in what they have already.
Yeah. And they believe he
Right?
could be a nice piece
without
for
the
them.
number 1 pick, they felt that they with the trades they made, they were a contender. So adding the number 1 pick and, let him get a year under himself and, Kyrie comes back, that team right there would probably be favorite to win a chip, 2027.
So,
Yeah, they're a playoff team next year.
yeah, for sure.
No matter what, they're
Yeah.
playoff team.
Healthy AD, healthy. Everybody's healthy with what they have. They're a playoff team.
For sure.
So is there any young star out there, let's say just like age 25 or younger, that you would consider flipping the number 1 pick for?
For Dallas?
Yeah.
At 25?
Just in that age range, 25, 26 or younger.
Dallas in need? I mean, obviously they're going to need guard play. I mean, basically the 4 or 5, that's taken care of. Your 2 is Clay, right? So right now it's just between your 1 or upgrade at your 3. But, PJ's, he's a solid 3. He showed that he is a starter in this league. So, I mean, if you're going to make a trade, you're making a trade for a PG that's going to come in.
Brian, we see you whispering.
Ja? No.
I mean, I don't see Memphis coming off of Ja,
And
but
John Moran, Ja, Drake, J. Kidd, goddamn crazy.
problem.
But y'all do need a different atmosphere. I think just
Different environment.
yeah, different environment for sure.
But I mean, that still got to be Memphis trade, and I don't.
But do you play Ja and Kyrie together?
No, Kyrie's gonna miss about a year,
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got to find something that can fill in that void for right now.
Well, if you're trying to make or be a contending level team.
To learn
Saying it would be
Kyrie
good
too.
for, I mean,
Hybrid,
if he can, let J. Kidd coach him.
Learn from J. Kidd and
Yeah.
Kyrie. With that,
Be right over there.
being that athletic, oh my God.
that's a good look.
Ain't that athletic. Jason
It's a
Kidd.
good look for Ja.
That's a fucking
It's a great look for
waiting to
Ja.
happen.
That's a nightmare.
Y'all ain't been around. Listen, man, y'all ain't been around J. Kidd as a coach. I'm telling you, that shit ain't go fly.
unless they draft a point guard,
Which, I mean, do you just go,
because that's what because Dallas needs a PG right now.
Yeah.
Right? So unless you draft, Dylan Harper, Trey with the number 1 pick, I mean, you're going to look stupid. Yeah. But it's about what fits you.
yeah, but that's my point. Like, instead of drafting a player.
Because those guys might get messed up because the other two, they already got guards. So the only thing that makes sense is Dallas needs a guard, but they got the number 1 pick. And the number 2 and 3, they already got guard play. So it's either, though Dylan's going to go 1 or he might end up at 4.
But why not take that number 1 pick and grab an established point guard instead of trying to.
Like who?
If you don't get that,
Like who's coming off they guards right now?
What about
Nobody.
I mean, Atlanta.
what about
Yeah,
Trae
they
Young?
gonna say
I mean,
Trey,
as I
but
said, it's still.
Trae Young
you're
is.
not feeling that.
Trey Young.
I mean, but then you're going to go Trae Young. I mean, you're going to go
Not
to
for
number
the
one.
number 1
You're going to
pick.
number 1 pick and Kyrie for Trae Young and what? Their last year's number 1 pick. I mean, what makes
That's all he's
sense
No,
for you?
no.
Yeah, fair.
You know, you keep that. You keep that pick.
Doesn't matter. I got the number
that
1 pick. I don't really.
Yeah.
So we asked the chat, should the Mavs explore trading the number 1 pick? 61% of the chat says no, they should not. Keep that pick.
Go crazy and
So we talked a lot about Nico.
burn that
They will.
motherfucker
They will.
Nico Harrison, all the heat he got in the aftermath of the Luka trade. Fans calling for him to be fired, even at medieval times, as we saw a video of. But now seems to be in a completely different circumstance. Them landing this number 1 overall pick. They raised ticket prices even
Like
before.
now.
They raised ticket prices even before the draft lottery. But will drafting flag give Mavs fans hope for the future?
Already cool.
What?
With the healthy Kyrie, they was in a good place.
Okay.
They
They
just-
forgot about
Luka
Luka
who?
already. Scooper,
Luka who?
the American white.
I don't think. I mean, yes, of course, Luka hit them across the head. I think, getting AD and that first game. I think when Kyrie went down, reality kicked in. Like, damn, we lost both our guards. That got into this championship. So I think with the number 1 pick, everybody coming back healthy besides Kyrie, I think they're fine. making it to the playoffs will be good for them. And then if Kyrie comes back to Dallas, or if they get something for him, I mean, I'm thinking they're looking for 2027. I think Dallas is looking to win that chip.
Getting the
really
number
believe.
one pick, and then how Luka looked in the first round, I think Dallas is happy right now.
When you say look, like, you know, I mean, averaging what, 30-99?
Just the way he looked, that's all.
30-99, they look good.
They happy right now. They down there. Gave Nico a
At least
ring.
the future is set with what your 3 and your 5 and your 4.
Yeah.
As a rookie?
That's at least your future is set with your 3 and your 4 and your 5.
Have a
Dallas,
number one pick ever came off the bench?
with the Cooper flag.
Yeah, plenty number one picks came off the bench.
For real?
No, that's what I said. Does he start?
Cooper
Does
flag?
Flag start?
Yeah.
Just depends.
I mean, you still got to win a position. I mean,
You got to beat out PJ Washington.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna
but-
be easy.
But at the end of the day, it's still.
If it's just he's gonna plug him in because he's number one pick, that's what you're gonna do anyway.
But do you feel like that's what they would do?
No matter what PJ.
PJ, you know, beating him out has nothing to do with that.
Not at all.
Number one pick is the number one pick.
I mean, you talked about that in your experience with the Warriors, right? You had a great season, but they had a high draft pick and basically.
Yeah, they told me if we get the number 2 pick, we're getting Jason Williams and he's starting. I said, what if he can't beat me in practice? I don't care. He's the number 2 pick in the NBA draft.
No, that's a fact.
You making $200,000, he's starting.
That's a fact.
All right.
That's why we drafted him so high.
Yeah. Your best friend, your drinking buddy,
I don't know who you talking about.
your drinking buddy in Philadelphia. Remember, you got benched.
Kwame Brown.
Yeah,
Unnecessary.
Buddy. That's crazy.
he was at the end of the bench.
No,
he
that's
come off the
Jordan.
bench. He
That's
stayed on
Jordan.
the bench.
He
He
did
was
say
stuck
it.
to
It
the
did say
bench.
it,
Boy, glued to that motherfucker.
Like, you just,
He was seatbelted into the goddamn bench.
Anywho.
he gonna fuck you up, man.
They molded the seat to his goddamn ass.
Shit came with a seatbelt. He couldn't get up. Sit your ass there. Nah, I can't jump in with you.
That's why you just
I'm just saying, everybody
no, I
went.
can't jump in with you.
He just had his own seat.
Step in.
So the circumstances surrounding the Mavs getting the number 1 pick in the lottery after the fan base rebelled following the Luka trade have been in question by a lot of people. Mavs also announced in the season, like we said, that they were raising season ticket prices for next year. This was after the trade. So the number 1 pick in the 1992 draft, Shaq, shared an interesting story with Ashley Neville about the circumstances surrounding him ending up with the Orlando Magic that year.
I don't know if you heard this story, but in 1992, I think the draft was in June or something, I meet Mr. Stern in March. And he says to me, hey, no, you are, can't wait for you to come to the NBA. Then he pulls me to the side, you want to play where it's cold or where it's hot? He asked me that. Yeah, he did. He asked me that, and I was like, hot. And he smiled, and I smiled, and then a couple of days later, they had the draft thing, and, you know, the top 3 things, and then Minnesota was number 3. I was like, and then Charlotte was number 2, and then Orlando, Florida was number 1. I was like, I didn't think anything about it, but, you know, you hear a lot of these conspiracy theories, and, you know, there's a lot of situations that could make these things sound good and sound true. Like, okay, Dallas gets rid of one of the best players, but we're getting a new one. Ding, 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 ding. So.
So I got to add some important context. Also, a Magic were an expansion franchise that was just 3 seasons in, needed a jump start. They were in the finals by Shaq's 3rd season in 1994-95, beat Jordan's Bulls to get there after MJ had just come back from playing baseball. But do you guys believe Shaq's David Stern story about the 1992 draft?
Did you have one of those?
You want to play where it's cold or where it's hot?
Did they ask you where you want to play?
No. I was going 1 or 2, so it didn't matter.
I believe him.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who said I want to play where it's cold? You know,
Who says that, right?
In 92 too? Hell yeah.
different time, Mr. B.
Listen, I mean, you know, for the most part, you know, within recent years, besides, you know, Brooklyn, but most new owners, they get the number 1 pick within their first 2 years of getting that team.
What happened with Dallas?
Because you pay for a team, right?
So do you see Boston getting the number 1 pick soon?
Mr. B, that was where this conversation
They
was
just
going to go.
when it,
Sold
Just
back
got
in
new
March.
owners.
$6.1 billion.
2027.
let's just say that Jalen Williams Jalen Brown decides to miss all next year, and they play real bad. Yeah, no,
Tatum.
not next year. No, Tatum's already out.
Yeah.
I said Jalen Brown. If he misses, then. But now Utah getting the #1 pick next year.
So the Utah Jazz, Gil, you've predicted on this couch, on Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog.
What 1-2 pick?
On this
Boy
glorious
going to
Tuesday.
Boston.
Huh?
I think the boy from BYU going to Boston. I think they're going to end up with that number 1 pick.
He's going to one city.
Utah Jazz.
You think so?
Yeah.
They ain't tired of that.
Nah.
Tired of
They don't
that.
want that.
They don't want
They
that.
ain't tired- they don't want that. You know where he at?
So there's been a lot of
They can only
talk
handle that for so much.
throughout the history of the draft lottery about the potential of it being rigged. You can go all the way back to 1985, Patrick Ewing, the frozen envelope story, amongst other things. But I want to ask you all, do you think the NBA draft lottery is rigged, or do you believe in the ping pong balls?
I just want to know why they don't show us the process. Right? Like, why they don't show us? Why they just bring the envelopes out?
Didn't they used to show it, right?
Yeah. It used to be like, the California lottery back in the day. They would,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to. Yeah. They
But
used to show it.
even then, I think that shit was more team. Of course, you got one team, a couple teams has more balls in the thing than other teams, but it's. Then you switch to the envelope thing. It makes it that much more suspicious when people just see the final result. It's like motherfucker, like just come outside after 6 months. This motherfucker swole like. What you been doing? It's just suspicious.
Wouldn't it make it more exciting to actually see that?
Yeah.
see,
If I was the commissioner,
Yeah.
exactly how y'all see it is how it would be done.
For sure.
I ain't showing y'all
I ain't
shit.
showing y'all motherfucking thing.
Nah, I'm not showing y'all nothing. I want you to tune in every year
Yep.
thinking this is rigged.
Yep.
Because I'm doing what I'm doing back here
Yes,
in this
they-
lab. Right? Hey, listen, everyone don't deserve the #1 pick. Some of you cities, nah.
For real.
Y'all really thought Wemby was going to go to where? Charlotte? Detroit? No, he ended up exactly where he was supposed to end up.
You see what Shorten look
Someone
like?
who knows how to take care
Yeah.
of #1 pick bigs.
It is interesting when you really think about it.
So,
Send them to pop. Teach them, get them, mold them. You done did it with #2. 2 of them already, Hall of Famers. Pack it in the book, stamp them. Bah, bah.
so what Utah going to do with old boy?
Huh?
AJ DeBanza?
Yeah, AJ. Yeah. So what they known for?
The tickets. They're not winning no championship. Utah Jazz.
I know
The
that.
fuck, who they get over there? It's Utah Jazz.
Hey, watch your mouth, fucker.
You from there?
That's our favorite team. That's BK's
team.
BK's favorite
shit.
team right now. Homie.
They gonna win. The future looks bright.
Future looks bright in Utah.
Future looks bright over there. It is purple, right? It's
Yeah, it's a motherfucking light at the end of the tunnel, goddamn. It's a train coming.
God bless Salt Lake City.
the purple team.
All right, well, one more thing we're going to talk about on the draft.
They gonna
discussion.
win it next year. Watch. Tell you.
So, Gil, your former team, the Washington Wizards, fell to the 6th overall pick in the draft despite having the 2nd worst record in the league and being tied for the best odds to land the top pick. However, Wizards team owner Ted Leonsis did not believe his team was tanking this past season. Here's what he told Front Office Sports.
We weren't tanking. We were developing players. It's a little different than maybe what some of the other team strategy was. We can't internally, culturally think we lost because we're picking 6. We have to be great executives, great scouts, and I think our team with our new president of Monumental Basketball and our GM will be fine.
So, are you buying Ted Leonsis saying the Wizards weren't tanking, but instead developing players?
Yeah, I mean, it was just bad. I mean, they don't need to tank. Just throw out the 5 and just sub how you want to sub. They was going to end up exactly where.
Trying their hardest, it would have been the same result.
They the Wizards. Man.
I mean,
Doing Wizard shit. Wizards being Wizards. They ain't been the same since LeBron tapped your chest.
You know we played another year after that, right?
I told you, they ain't been the same, man.
I mean, he tapped it. You know I played the next year, right?
And he swept y'all.
No.
Yeah, he did sweep us.
I got busy, boy. You wasn't there.
I was there.
No, that was 2 years later, buddy. 2
So
years
he
later.
whooped your ass 3 years in a row?
05 is when he tapped.
And then 06?
06, 07, that's when boy got, I was a demon child. yeah, that's where everybody was getting that smoke at. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you came in 07, 08.
Didn't you get hurt that year then?
At the end, the last 10 games. Yeah.
So you didn't play in the playoffs? Oh, my bad.
So consensus here, Wizards don't need to tank.
Nah, it was
Roll
No, they
whatever,
were just, I mean, they were just
whatever
bad.
lineup
I mean,
you want.
They were
That's how we get it
they
done.
were just a bad team. I mean, Ted is a positive dude, so, I think I know who he's gonna pick with the number 6 pick, and I think that's gonna help them out. Philly needs to pick that person with the number 6 pick. With the number 3 pick, but I know they're gonna.
So are you gonna help the Wizards and not say that person?
They're gonna go home. I mean, it's not like Philly, so they're not gonna pick him, but they're gonna go with the Maryland kid, Queen.
Philly gonna pick a fucking guard.
Yeah. They're gonna go.
Chat the GCT?
Yeah, they're gonna go with Queen, for sure.
Who?
Queen from Maryland, big dude. He's like Jokic, black.
Oh, yeah. He's nice, though.
Yeah.
He's nice. No, for real.
I know.
Stop.
I'm dead ass serious. That's what they're gonna pick.
I know you. That's why
He gonna stay home. That's why I said Philly should be picking him with the 3rd pick.
Yeah.
Because you need a replacement.
That motherfucker good.
But good for a player to stay in their home, to stay local, or is that? Does it make situations tough?
It depends.
It ain't up to you.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It can be good and bad, man. It can depend on who you are in your city. If you tied to the ghetto, then it comes with you. If you a kid that just
in the ghetto, bro.
no, I'm just saying. Because that's gonna take a hold.
Yeah.
It is.
Right? They ain't gonna be selling. They ain't selling drugs and that no more. They selling your ass. Literally.
But
That's the you the lick.
Nah,
It
that's
ain't.
ghetto and not, though.
I'm just saying. It ain't no more lick out on the streets. You the lick. Call your number. You need protection. I'm selling you
But that
protection.
don't, that ain't
You know what I mean?
ghetto. That's everywhere.
No, I mean, I'm just true, but I mean,
Yeah.
for somebody that's
Yeah.
staying home, it's your people now is in control. So, sometimes it just all depends on you and your
All
character.
that shit
Yeah,
right
about
there.
Huh?
Go to your city and don't just move.
Yep. Just
Leave
move.
all that shit right there.
Change
Just
your
somebody back in there get your baby pictures.
Nah, I think it'd be dope for him.
But I think it'll be. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to get drafted to. I wanted to stay home, yeah. But then the Wizards came, I was like, fuck.
Was that your reaction after getting drafted by the way?
But
You didn't want to go there?
hell no,
Our nation's capital.
dealing with this motherfucker. I wanted to deal with this. Been a pest in my life ever since.
But here you are.
So did you know him before you went to the
Wizards? That
Wizards?
face.
Right.
because
little
Jimmy
bit,
just
little
shake up
bit.
something.
He
I ain't know
was
that.
the go. He was like,
What'd you say?
Nobody knew Gil, man.
Yeah.
I say
But
nobody knew
Stanford
Gil.
had
Who's
no
the number one pick in your
when
draft?
we played
Greg
Grant,
Oden?
they're like
Greg
Gilbert
Oden?
Arenas.
No. Derrick Rose or Greg Oden?
It was Greg Oden and KD.
That's what I thought. Clippers passed on you. So you wasn't.
Yeah, it was hot.
You wasn't
They picked
possible.
Al Thornton.
So you wasn't. You didn't have
They
no
pick out
choice.
Thornton?
He was like, man.
He didn't have no choice. They passed up on him.
But the Lakers was gonna take me
At 19,
right after y'all. So I was like,
that's
man,
two. That's 2 after us.
It don't matter.
But now you guys are buddies here on Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, see how
Yeah,
life
so it
works?
worked out, you know.
Look how
Okay.
life worked
Turn
out.
to my,
Life is
big
beautiful.
big bro Gil.
Look at God.
Still going strong.
After all the shit
That's cute.
I'm just wondering.
Big bro.
I like, I knew one of those LA teams was like, nah, we good.
See how you
It was the Clippers though. No, it was just the Clippers.
Nah,
It's like, yeah, we
Now
good.
we get-
you talking
We good. We're gonna get that to Thornton.
strong motherfucker named Al. nigga named Al.
No, he was nice though. He played on us with the
played with
Wizards.
us, yeah.
He played with us.
Big strong nigga.
Yeah.
20 police was whooping his ass.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
moving
I
on.
heard about that. What happened out there?
He took 20.
All of them, huh?
Damn.
Moving
Tell
on.
them get ready for the game. Hope we all right. Yeah, fight 20 people.
Damn.
tell them I'm sorry. I'm gonna give them the ball.
Corn-fed, boy.
And moving on, today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. Everyone can use our code ARENA10, get 10% off your SeatGeek order, whether you're a new customer or not. Sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. The Kendrick and SZA Grand National Tour is coming to LA this week, so I've been looking on SeatGeek for the best deals, and the Dodgers are on their quest to repeat as World Series champs, so you know I'm gonna have to pull up to a few games using SeatGeek. SeatGeek rates on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. No matter how many times you bought tickets using SeatGeek before, code ARENA10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code ARENA10 to your account. We're going to bring back the SeatGeek question of the day as we transition into some conference finals talk. So of the remaining 4 teams in the playoffs, the Thunder, Wolves, Knicks, and Pacers, which team winning the title would make for the best story?
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, either one, because it's everybody's first. But I mean, New York Knicks winning it. I mean,
Knicks won a title back in 1973, have not won.
That's still the same thing first.
Yeah.
They can say all that 72, 73. That wasn't the NBA yet. The NBA is when they merged the Negroes up into the league.
More Negroes in the league.
Yeah, when the Cadillacs started coming.
More
when that rock hit the system. When motherfuckers start coming in late to the games, you know, that's Jerry curl juice all on the floor. That's when the NBA started.
So Pacers never won an NBA title.
So neither one of them won.
They win
NBA.
three ABA championships. Wolves never won. The Thunder have never won as the Thunder, but when they were in the Sonics, they won in 1979, if you count that.
That counts. See, that's the first year.
But that's when they were in Seattle.
when?
1979, as the Seattle Sonics, not the Oklahoma City Thunder.
So Shai win, he the best OKC player ever?
Swaggy, slow down. We'll get to that shortly.
My bad.
The question right now is, of the remaining 4 teams in the playoffs, which team winning the title would make for the best story?
Knicks.
New York Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they're the biggest market? Why do y'all say that?
It's good for the NBA, man.
Yep.
Because it's New York.
You got a small guard with heart,
Mm-hmm.
just out there, just willing his team to, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's doubted him.
Indiana.
That he can't lead his team to a championship.
In New York, yeah.
But,
Bad owner.
yeah.
Like all the narratives that surround the Knicks.
It'd be good. Because I think if they can win this, I think it kind of like free agents will start looking at this, that team differently again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
Yeah,
everyone's
hard
like,
time.
yeah, we good.
Why do y'all think that?
I mean, they had to do everything through trades.
Why do you think?
Besides Brunson, they had to do everything through trades.
Why do you think it's been so tough for the Knicks?
Cause they ain't won shit, bro.
But it's New York.
But it don't matter when it come to. If you go to New York, you want to win. You just ain't going to New York just to fucking go. Especially if you supposed to be that guy, you the man. You're not going just to. I can go there in the off season and go hang out. If I'm going in to go play in the Garden, I want to go win, and they haven't been in place to do that. So
No, for a very long
they are
time.
now, but
Last time the Knicks won a championship, there were
going
17
Minnesota.
teams in the NBA.
How many?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
30 currently, 9 presidents since the last time.
Yeah, the Knicks would be great.
17 teams in the NBA, 9 presidents since the last time they won a championship in 1970.
Yeah, the Knicks would be great, for sure, for the NBA. But I'm still going to ride with Holly, though. You know, being called the most overrated player in the NBA. And if he can get this done, either one for sure. Either 4 of these guys, it'll be their first one. But, you know, Indiana, if they win a small market team, it'll still show a lot of love to the small market teams.
Most overrated player in the league, they said his dad could not come to the games.
I think if Minnesota win, they'll have like a new face of the
come to the
NBA.
game.
who?
If Minnesota win, Ant-Man would be
Boy,
like a
not
new
a
face, and LeBron and them could retire. I
Anthony
promise.
Edwards ain't being the face of nobody NBA, boy.
Shit.
He just told somebody sitting courtside his dick bigger than theirs.
It's
My
a
dick
new
boy bigger than
NBA.
yours.
Ain't that boy being the face of nobody NBA.
Crazy.
He did.
That boy ain't being the face of nobody
We
NBA.
can't
Not the
confirm or
way-
deny if that was true or
not
not,
the
but
way
he
he
did
said.
say.
bro.
Listen, no,
He's the
Nick. I hear you. That would be great for
Well,
your
he
narrative.
does.
That ain't
It's
happening.
good for the NBA. People
I mean,
love
it's different.
No,
It's different.
people love it, not corporate sponsorship.
Shit.
That's what this is about. This is about billions and billions of dollars we're
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
here.
saying.
No,
That's what they love it.
no.
Man. It's
How many commercials he got right now? How many commercials
It's
he got
young
right
tech
now?
people
Several.
taking over.
How many commercials he
got a
got?
few.
He got
Very
Several.
good
Adidas.
commercials.
That's what I'm
He got
saying.
Adidas.
He got
Adidas.
everything.
That's it?
Adidas.
No.
got Sprite.
He got a
He got
Sprite
everything.
commercial.
Adidas and Sprite.
Nah, he got everything.
Adidas and Sprite is everything?
Nah, he got man.
Sprite a delicious.
he got
Look it up. He got everything.
He do have an Achilles heel,
Yeah.
and it's really been annoying for the last months and so, and it just keeps. Every time he gets popping, sticks his head out there.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
from fucking Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep, and so it's you got to get the outside. You got to get that outside noise under control. Because every time you try to jump up there, they jumping with you. And if you don't keep them under control and let them know there's a bigger picture, this is 18 years, and you need to basically shut the fuck up out here in these streets, get rid of this, and look about the you know,
Yeah.
this is legacy. And your voice is too loud right now.
Because you look the part, nice smile. And
Yeah, that's what I said.
Great
It's-
smile.
it's
The
everything.
aesthetics is there. It's just one of them things. Once you open your fucking mouth, man, hey.
You know, hey, whatever. Hey, if you that next door is gonna cost you down here.
Two unfiltered. Where you
Either way, it's gonna cost you
two unfiltered.
hundreds of millions, or it's gonna cost you at least 10, 20 to just relax.
When he said what he said to Obama, you know, Trump and this whole rally was like, hell yeah, we love that black man right there.
I get it.
And now he moved to the top. They love him. They love him.
Who's they?
Who is they?
Everybody.
Who's that?
Everybody. They're walking around LA with a big red suit on.
Who was they?
Nobody saying nothing. Like, they love him.
That was his home.
All the kids love him. His #1 shoe, and them shits like space boots, and they love him, bro.
Very nice shoes. Swag.
They love
They
him.
love Allen Iverson too.
Thank you. Same thing.
Never was a face of the
He
NBA.
was face of the NBA.
Street folk.
Street folk, yeah, he was good. Yeah, hood gold.
Yeah.
Of the hood NBA though.
Hey, man.
Cool.
Everybody
With
make
it.
mistakes.
My guy.
Jordan made mistakes.
But-
Kobe made
I
mistakes.
understand.
Chuck, my dude.
Only
doing-
one of them never really was LeBron. Everybody can't be that. Everybody gonna make a mistake. Everybody ain't perfect.
Curry, I mean, you gotta like they want safe. You have to be safe. So if you see something that's unsafe, you got this summer. Clear it up. We're not saying he can't do it. Just saying there's.
So you still believe there's?
You got a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, he's still young. Very young.
You know, you got 23 years old. You got a lot of moving parts, and them parts is moving. Right. So
Speaking your mind is like bad
Hey,
nowadays.
let it. Hear me.
Depending on who you are.
He win a championship, it's
No,
gonna get worse.
Yeah, I know it does.
Yeah.
for
Speaking
sure.
your mind
If
is
this
bad.
boy go out here this year and win an NBA championship, what you think finna come out of his mouth?
what you think is gonna come out of them side? I'm soon as right before Game 7 or whatever it is, I'm gonna be right here. Where my check? Where the fuck my check? Give me my checkbook. Hey, did you? Yeah, you. Y'all good? For the next 4 or 5 years, I need y'all to just shut the fuck up. And then I give you another one on the back end. All right? Cool. We good? Cool. Cool.
So and
All right, then I can go out there and win my championship and know when I'm sitting there at the podium, there's not a big article coming the next day on some bullshit.
So and also has Foot Locker, Bose, Chipotle.
Different
That's
era.
his portfolio.
It's hard to stop them tell-alls.
That's why you tell all. You got to, no check stops at all.
So brings me to another question. We talk about face of the league all the time, but I want your guys' opinion, just from your own personal perspective. Would you rather be the face of the league or the people's champ like Allen Iverson was?
You want to be face?
You want to be the face?
Yeah, it seems like that comes with billions and.
But a lot of responsibility and pressure as well, right?
Both of
Live
them
up to
come
that.
with hate. Both of them come with hate. People hate LeBron. People, both of them come with hate. So
Yeah.
no matter who you be, it's gonna be hate.
Who you gonna take?
I ain't never met too
I
many
know,
people
right?
that hate Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't
Except
met too
for
many
the
people that hate
media
him.
So
sometimes.
take who you gonna take?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
What was Kobe?
Give me Chuck.
Face.
cool. I still want to be myself.
Well, I think when you're the face of the league, you have to be, to your point, a certain way. Like you can't be who you are. And if you are the people's champ, you can be who you are.
Take that title from Paul Wall.
So I think it depends on
Who you are.
the individual, like
Who you are.
what's important to you, what matters to you.
And if
Sure, you're
AI
the
would
face
have
of the
won the
league.
championship, that
And the
would've went
people's
crazy.
champ. So you've thrived in both.
If AI would have
I
won
ain't
the
always been the
championship,
people's champ.
people went crazy.
But
Yeah, the people.
The right
That's
people.
what I'm saying.
The right
People.
people.
China, yeah.
People are still the same.
How many?
to me,
You know how
bro.
many
It's still
commercials?
the
How many
same.
commercials did he have outside of
who?
a
Reebok, AI.
AI?
I think only one.
Outside of that.
Outside of
Yeah,
Reebok.
just that one.
It's a different time.
It is.
No, it's the same fucking
But it
people
is a
up
different
there.
time.
No,
Gil, it is a different time.
It's
Yeah.
21 now.
Yeah, it is a
All
different
these
time. I will give you that
people
because AI winning MVP in this era.
What?
Come on, man. And then getting to the finals with that team in this era.
So, Mr. B, I want to go back to you for a second. You said, would you rather be the people's champ or the face of the league?
People's champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to stay myself.
Yeah.
Fact.
That's who I am.
I mean, but that's just me knowing myself. Like I'm not trying to, I'm with the people.
Okay, how about yourself? I'm judging by that face. I think I know the answer,
Yeah, bro. I'm like, ain't no telling what's gonna come out of my mouth at any given time. So I can't be there. I can't be just because of that simple fact right there. You ain't no telling at any given time what's gonna come out of my mouth.
So back to our original question. We asked the
Sheryl,
I answered it.
what'd you say?
The people's champ.
Cap. You was the face of the top. Just lying. We just lying. We just here just lying.
No, he didn't ask me which one was I.
Oh.
He said which one would I rather be.
Oh, so you're trading. Oh, you're trading.
Cheryl, we're here. Cheryl, we are here.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes, because I'm gonna be me.
Yeah.
Like that's all I know.
Yeah.
So when you was the face, what was you?
The face of the league.
Okay. So you not gonna always be you.
No, she said what she would have preferred. She didn't
rather.
listen.
I didn't
She
say
didn't
what was
choose
I.
it. It chose her.
No.
Right.
He asked me which one would I
adapt.
rather be.
Yeah. If she had a choice,
So, but at what point did
That's
you
it.
know that?
Yeah.
Just to follow up, like, what point did you know that you were? I mean,
The face.
yeah, like.
I mean, when I was the first player to sign.
So
She
you
wasn't
became-
drafted.
No.
I
It
understand
just,
that.
um,
Launched the league.
That was
but-
the first
So
person.
did you
to
just
buy.
come in like, y'all, I'm running this shit?
That's a ball.
Everybody else-
But I really didn't approach it like that. But I knew in the beginning it was me, Rebecca, Lisa, right? But me being the first, so I knew that was a lot of pressure. But that is the part that I'm like, it's hard because there is so much pressure and people are going to look at you to be a certain way because you are the face of the league. And then the league wants to control what you do, what you say, where you go, all those things. So when the league first started, and because we wanted the league to be around, I was like, all right, cool, I
you
got
on
it.
call basically.
Yeah.
When anything
I was like,
they
I got
won't
it.
need.
But as
to do,
time went on and other players came in the league, like it changes.
somebody could be like, well, let's get such and such to do it. And nobody be like, no, Sheryl got it.
Cheryl got
No,
it.
somebody else, let's say, no, Sheryl, no, we're going to
No,
call
it's true.
Sheryl. No. Sheryl.
So what was your favorite part of that? And what was
Need somebody to move this refrigerator. We're going to call up. Cheryl got that.
She was like, I'm about to
Hey,
retire.
we need somebody to hang her jersey. Hey, we about to hang her jersey up there. Hey, Cheryl got it.
I'm not moving no damn fridge.
Hey, they were like, hey, we need somebody to hang her jersey up there. She can hang it herself. She got it.
So, Cheryl, what was your favorite part of being the face league, and what was the most annoying part of that? Because we don't see people who've never been the face.
My favorite part was that, right? Like just doing all the things that I needed to do to help promote the league, knowing that the call was coming, do this, do that. The not so favorite part was also that,
Yes.
right? Because there were times where I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. I need a break. But there were no breaks back then.
Because if you weren't winning, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You were the face,
Yes.
but y'all were winning.
Yes.
Right? If you weren't winning, then you could easily be like, or they would have been like, let's get Rebecca to do this one, right? Or let's
no
get.
doubt.
Yeah,
No
it would have
doubt.
been
And it
more.
was-
Yeah. So.
But there was also, for me in that time, It was a lot because I also, I was married, I got pregnant, I had a child. So there was a lot that went with that the league really loved, like marketing that.
Well,
So being able to have a child and then come back and play from that, there was a lot there for the league to market.
So we asked the chat, would you rather be the face of the league or the people's champ? 61% of the chat said that they want to be the people's champ.
Yeah.
39.
So somebody come to you from the league like,
It's only
Sheryl, are you thinking being a mother?
Huh?
So did somebody from the league come to you and be like, Sheryl, are you by chance interested in being a mother? Right? I think that'd be a good marketing tool for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you interested in that?
Are you interested in this?
Are you interested in having another child?
Another one?
No.
Yes.
We also asked the chat, best story if they win the title. 51% said the Knicks, 24% said the Wolves, 12% said the Pacers, 11% said the Thunder. But that was the SeatGeek question of the day. Remember to add code ARENAS10 to your account for our special 10% discount. All right, well, we got some conference finals basketball tipping off tonight. So Anthony Edwards and Timberwolves tip off their second consecutive conference finals tonight. In light of the matchup with SGA and the Thunder, this interview with Stephen A. Smith from February 2024 resurfaced online.
LeBron James was on the record saying that when you look to the future, the guys that are ready to take the mantle, the kind of young bloods that we're going to look at, he brought up your name, he brought up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Your thoughts about that?
I think that's dope because I think he's exactly right. Me and Shai and Luka for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
you said you, Shai, and who?
Luka.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you feel you specifically measure up against those two?
I feel like I'm a better player, 100%.
That's what you're supposed to.
Y'all tell me this man can't be the face of the league? Unwavering confidence.
I'm
Think
voting
he's the
for
best
him.
at everything.
I'm voting for him.
What'd you say, Brandon?
Might be a little bit too unwavering.
A little too.
We want you to be confident in your ability, yes. For some, it come across as arrogant and cocky, and to some. We love it. We love him talking his shit, right? Talk your shit, young man, because he out there backing it up.
Yeah.
But for some, it could be that, right? But no, but you should believe in yourself. You should believe that you're better than them guys. If he would have said one of them dudes is better, then we have a bigger issue here.
Yeah,
So
I think we would talk about that
then
on
we
the
talk about that more. So it's.
But we talk about the last two playoffs, KD, Joker, Luka, LeBron, Steph, albeit for one game.
It's better.
And the Warriors won that game,
It
but
ain't
still
just
counts.
him. He has a better team.
But just saying this young guy being able to beat those juggernauts of the old, the older NBA superstars.
It ain't one-on-one though. It's a better team. He has a better team around him right now. He's benefited. So it's from that. But he's doing his part. He is, but should feel that way.
So let's get back to the topic at hand. So we know that's just Ant being Ant, very confident in himself and his abilities. How does Ant compare to SGA right now?
How does Ant compare?
Right now? Two different.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for.
Styles.
So you want excitement?
Yeah, it's just
Like you want that wow factor? You go Anthony.
Man, yeah.
You want consistency and this never waver. We're gonna win and we're gonna do it this way. And I'm gonna
get you 35 and 5.
I'm gonna lead this way, and it's gonna be that. Then you go with this guy. But if you want that wow factor, then it's the guy.
he's a step in. I mean, Shai's a step in front. Right, you're talking about a guy who's been
older though.
runner-up.
He's older though.
MVP. Last year, possibly winning it this year.
Also 3 years older though, so we got to, like you always talk about.
So he's in front, right? You're asking about right now.
Yeah.
You didn't say by age. If you said by age.
No, I'm not even saying by age.
I'm just saying if you said by age, and his Ant-Man by age at 23, he's a better player at the age of 23.
So you feel like Ant further along at 23 than SG was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But you said right now. Shai's
26.
Yeah. Shai been in the league longer too. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what I said. He's a step.
And he had to prove himself more with the trade going to Oklahoma City for Paul George. It was more for him to prove that. So,
But
yeah,
he's doing it. He's proving it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with SGA.
I'm gonna go Ant.
Oh, Swag, you're a big Ant fan?
Yeah, just because he got handed a team and the other one didn't. You know, he had to figure it out how to be the captain at 19? He had to come in a bad situation after Jimmy Butler and tore the whole house down and came in right after that and still helped Minnesota come to where they at. You know, he got them to the Western Conference Finals faster at 23.
He's 23?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Second straight Western Conference Final.
23.
23.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And even the decision to trade away Cat, who was the face of the franchise previously, give Ant the keys to the squad, and it's delivered again with their second straight Western Conference Finals appearance.
Nobody thought he was going to beat Joker in them last year. Nobody thought Joker was going to lose to OKC. So it's just like, you got to give that young guy some credit, man. Swept KD and Book and guys that got in front of him and shit.
Who got more pressure on them?
OKC.
OKC got more pressure on them?
Number one seed.
2 years in a row with an MVP candidate.
But didn't Minnesota go to the Western Conference?
MVP candidate.
But didn't the Timberwolves go to the Western Conference Finals already?
They reached the Western Conference Finals last year.
That was last year.
Yeah, I know. So you back again. So you going to have the same results?
One's an MVP candidate, so one is saying he's the
They
best
got a
player in
different
the
team, too.
NBA.
The other one,
He has the play.
The other one is saying he's the best player in the
No,
NBA.
he's
too.
saying it, but the results ain't there. One is voted. There's a vote that says.
for sure.
So one is voted. He got second last year. Then this year he probably might get number one. So he is clearly saying he's the best player in the NBA and being voted the best player in the NBA. So he has the most pressure on him. The 23-year-old don't got no pressure. That's what makes him dangerous. Because he's headhunting.
Yeah.
He's a headhunter right now. He's not in front. He's sitting there sniping. Okay, this is because they're gonna do it. This is the MVP, and he's gonna be sitting there like this.
Okay,
all right,
show y'all.
All right, that's why I said they should have did that yesterday. They should have just gone ahead, threw it out there yesterday, let young fella sit on it. Because at the end of the day, there's no pressure.
I heard that happened with Hakeem and David Robertson and stuff like that.
What?
I heard that happened with Hakeem and David Robertson.
So is it weird now to make this MVP presentation now with the conference finals?
Yeah,
it's good to your point. You had yesterday. Obviously, that series would have ended earlier. You had a little bit more time, but was not the case because it went to 7 games. Seems like yesterday would have been the perfect time. Get it out the way.
Yeah, I mean.
But also they want do it on one of their networks. So
I get it, but the series is the series already. It's already got its splash. Yesterday you needed the splash.
Yeah.
Monday is news day.
Yeah.
Right? It's what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
You got to get your shit going. Like getting people talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? Right now during interviews they'd have been asking, so hey, man, how you feel?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Right, so that's what you get today. Right? You get that series started right. So,
Man.
So
dropping it today or tomorrow, it's meaningless at that point.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So we said
that's if they lose.
You guys said OKC has
drop
the
it if
most
they
pressure
lose.
being number one team, having the MVP on their roster. But how much pressure is on Ant to get further than last season? Like I said, second straight Western Conference Finals appearance. Does he need to get over the hump this year?
I personally don't think so. I mean, when you're talking about a guy that is 23 years old, leading his team as the number one option, with no megastar on his team, this is already impressive.
Man.
Right? Last year when
23.
That's crazy.
And last year when he did it at 22, it was impressive. So he still has a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Right? He's still in his youth.
Oh, yeah, this is all
He's still, you know what I mean? He's still in like, all right, what is this game about?
What's his 3rd year in college? It would be?
Yeah, senior right there.
Yeah.
Senior?
No. He'd been his rookie year.
Yeah.
It'd have been his rookie second year. But I mean, just to show like how good he is this early. I don't know how many people was.
This would have been his second season.
How many people would have been winning? I don't know how many people in history has been winning at this level, this young, besides probably Tatum.
Yeah, I'm about to say Tatum.
So I mean, if he wins it, he'll probably be the youngest that won. That was the number one option.
Yeah. Especially
with no megastar. When you're talking about Magic, he had Kareem.
No top
MVP.
25. Yeah.
So
What are y'all basing this on?
Just history.
Like just what his numbers or what like game? What is?
What do you mean?
The no makers.
Because I made it to 2 finals by my 3rd year.
But you had J Kidd too.
Yeah, J.
But
Kidd.
I'll average more points than J Kidd. We average about the same amount of points. So what are y'all basing this on?
Megastar. J was a megastar. That's why I threw in megastar.
Megastar?
That's why I said because I knew you already had J Kidd with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 75, ain't he? He's top 75, right?
Yeah,
Hell
should be.
yeah.
I'm just asking.
I'm trying to figure.
Oh no, I made
know,
it to
Ken.
No, but that's why I said.
I made
That's
the
why I said
finals
with a.
on my third
That's why I
year.
said with no mega. That's why I threw it no megastar, because I was like, I know you had J Kidd. I know.
But what?
You know, what's
Like J Kidd wasn't averaging 30.
No, but I'm just saying that's why I said megastar. A guy who's there with you.
He there, but it has to be some type of separation in what this criteria is. All I'm asking. Like if J Kidd came in and he was getting triple doubles and doing his thing, yes. But I'm just like he wasn't like there wasn't like the gap like when Melo was averaging 27. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So, back to
so
this.
if you look at it, it's sort of like
Y'all came at the same time?
Who?
You and Jason Kidd?
Came what?
To the New Jersey at the same time?
I was he
That's
came
what
my
I'm saying.
second.
I don't
He came my second year.
Oh, okay.
And we made the finals that year.
Hey, Marbury. So you was with Marbury?
Yeah, my rookie year.
Oh, shit.
That's legendary.
How was that?
Brief.
But that was a Marbury that thought he was better than KG, right?
No, what?
That's why he left.
He was like, I don't think they left. I don't think it was a
Steph
breakup
wanted to be
because they had to.
He
He didn't want to be in Milwaukee, right?
Minnesota.
He didn't want to be in Minnesota.
There, he wanted to be back. He wanted to be on.
He wanted to be.
But he was.
Get the same money.
Steph wanted to be number 1 though.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in Milwaukee.
He wanted the same money as KG and shit.
Steph was like that though.
Yeah.
Steph was nice.
So we both know that Ant-Man SGA can score the basketball, but who do you trust to impact the game more when their shot isn't falling? SGA or Anthony Edwards?
Trust more when their shot isn't falling?
Yeah, if their shot's not falling, who can?
The player or the team?
Player. Between those two.
I'm going to say SGA because he's going to find a way to get to that rim still.
Yeah.
But
Get to the free throw line.
I mean, your shot not
But
falling.
shot isn't falling, not.
Like, yeah, SGA don't because he don't settle. He don't settle. So if he's not on, he's just missing a whole bunch of middies and a bunch of layups.
And he's still getting to that rim though.
Yeah, he's still gonna try to figure out how to
He gonna get
make
to
it
the
up.
line.
He's gonna get to the line. So he might be 4 for 19, but he probably gonna have 25 points because he done got 16 free throws out of it.
No, man. You see them, that shots wasn't falling. Denver whooped their ass at that shit. You ain't get to no free throw line in.
One game?
No, I'm just saying what I've been seeing. I'm just saying.
You seen one game. You said what you've been seeing. One game. That was one game.
I'm just saying what I've been seeing.
So you pick.
I'm picking Ant.
Swaggy been very loyal and dedicated to Anthony Edwards in all these discussions. Respect the consistency. So let's talk about some other elements with this Timberwolves squad. So one key to the Wolves' chances against OKC is Julius Randle. Been outstanding so far this postseason. Here's what Draymond Green, who just had to guard Randle in the second round, said about Julius on his podcast.
Julius is incredible. Another reason why I said this series is like Toronto to me. I think that was my 34th playoff series. I could be off by 1 or 2, give or take each way. The only other playoff series where I felt like I lost my matchup like that was Toronto. I felt like I lost my matchup to Pascal Siakam. Game 1, he crushed me. Game 2, I stifled him. Game 3, he was on. Game 4, I had a better game. But I felt like I lost my matchup in that series. And this series also reminds me of that series because I don't feel like I lost my matchup. I lost my matchup. Like, Julius was incredible. And honestly, some of the shots he was taking was shots that you want him to take, and he made them. Like, at the end of the day, the game oftentimes come down to shot making, and he made the shots. We've been kind of having these little battles since Drew came came into the league. Obviously, this is the first one on a playoff level, but I got to give it to him, man. He got the better of me. With all respect, you know, I'm never a guy who's going to hide from the truth. He was a tough cover. One of the tougher covers I've had in the playoff series.
Yeah, Julius Randle been on fire. We saw him cook the Lakers. Looked like he took that personal. Looked like he took the Draymond Green matchup personal as well. So you just heard Draymond say he felt he lost the matchup against Julius Randle in the last series. So for the playoffs, Randle averaging 24.6 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 51% from the field. Can the Wolves expect Julius Randle's playoff breakout to continue in the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then what?
Hell yeah.
Because who he going against Chet?
He about to
Going
body
against the league's top-ranked defense. Alex Caruso.
I mean, you know.
But all that.
He's really been very impressive this playoffs. He stepped this game up though for them. I'm really happy for him because he had some tough times, and I mean, you know, it was getting rough in New York for him. So to find somewhere where he could be playing, especially well in the postseason, you know, I can't wait to see what he does.
I agree with Draymond. Like, he could do nothing with Julius. He couldn't.
They switched too much for me to say that.
Who? Golden State?
Yeah, I do. It was like he just spending 85% of the time on him.
Well, nobody could do anything with it.
So like they switched too much. So I respect Draymond because if you look at him power forward, I'm a power forward. It lines up. That's supposed to be my man. I respect that part of it. But they switch entirely too much in NBA. Like every pick, he's not guarding him like that. He's guarding him, but it's not like that. Julius did his thing, of course, but he was whoever they put in front of him, he was doing. He was a lot of open looks. He made, like I said, come down to making shots and missing shots. Julius made shots. Like I said, a lot of shots you want him to take. A lot of them, you want to make him a jump shooter. You want to make him, and he made them. But they switched entirely too much for me to put that all on Draymond.
I need clarity when he said he outplayed him. Like, I need to know those numbers. Like, I gotta, what does Draymond consider someone outplaying him?
Because anything point-wise, he's gonna be outplayed.
Yeah, I mean, point, rebound, wide, like, you know what I mean? So I gotta.
If that's the metric.
9 and 5, I mean, I'm just, you know, if that's what you got.
I can have 10 and 8. I outplayed you, right? They don't
but that's what I'm saying. So it's what does he consider numbers-wise that someone outplayed him and got the best of him? You know, in a series.
Well, he couldn't control the game like he normally do.
Yeah, maybe just every time he was guarding him, he just felt like he couldn't do nothing with it.
I mean, there's going to be a different series for him.
Yes.
Because this is a big team. It's not like the last two teams that they played, right? Where you got, you know, with the Lakers, you're trying to play small ball, and he gets to try to bully through those teams. And then same thing with Golden State, where you get they have no big back there. So the fact that they got 2 7-footers, right? I'm going to put Harkenstein on you just in case you want to play bump and then let Chet clean everything up.
But you can play. See, the thing of beauty about this, you can put Nas Reed out there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the beauty. You can go Rudy, Nas, Julius, and now that 3-man has to guard Julius. Because you can't put him on Nas.
But then I got two 7-footers back there.
No, you don't.
You can go Nas.
No, Nas spreads the floor. Nas plays. Nas going. So it's like when me and Keith Van Horn, right? Mm-hmm. Keith played the 3 on offense. Mm-hmm. I guarded the 3 on defense. I'm saying, so it's the same situation. So the 3 gonna have to guard Julius Randle.
But I can keep the same. Like
but Nas Reed spreads the. He's not a traditional.
I don't know what floor he's been spreading. I don't know where he's been these last 2 series.
Yeah,
he been doing enough.
He been doing it.
Yeah, he been doing enough.
So no, I ain't seen him.
So back
he's been doing enough. He's been doing enough to throw him out that he spaces the floor where Chet will have to guard him. Is what I'm saying.
I ain't.
For matchup purposes.
What's been Nas Reed's stat?
4, 7.
Nah, he gonna have to respect him on the perimeter. No,
3 and a half.
Respect him at the 3.
Averaging 11, 4, 2 and assists. 11, 4, 2
2
assists
and
for the
3
playoffs.
quarters. What does he average that last series?
Okay.
With the one they just won?
Yeah.
See, they just won. That's why they're
here. 10, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So
that's a blowout.
Consistent with him.
Yes.
But back to that.
He ain't gonna be in.
11 points, they win. 10 points, he win. He's out there.
He ain't gonna be in there long enough.
Shit.
I'm trying to tell you,
man.
All right.
Who else they gonna put out
Sixth
there?
man of the year. What are you talking about? Last year.
Last year, just a
He's
different
still,
year.
Still playing the same amount of minutes.
This is no, he's not.
So back to Gil, your point about
Different year, he ain't playing.
Draymond versus Julius Randle, what he might be basing that on. So Julius Randle during the regular season averaged 19, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. In that series against the Warriors, he averaged 25, 8 assists,
He
7
got a
rebounds.
triple-double too, right? One game.
So
So it was 19. I'm just saying, was 19 getting the best of him?
if it would have been, if he would have held him, I think under his regular season numbers, maybe.
Okay.
But
Yeah. But like I said, they switch too much,
yeah,
man.
I understand.
Like wide open corner threes, it's just they would go run shit to get you off of him. Like it's just when you're supposed to be the defender out there, they run shit to get you off of the guys. So like I said, I respect the fact that he's like, but
Yeah.
it's not like they coming down running turn 4 every fucking time.
Yeah.
Right?
Julius
If they was
just
coming down
showed
running
that-
turn 4 and dumping that bitch down, and you every possession, you getting this work, and you like, yeah, he bust my ass, then yeah, I give you that. But
No. Julius 25
Yeah, like
look
when
like a. You gonna see them strong ass moves. You gonna
I
see
think
all 25.
And Randle
those.
averaged 25 each in that series, the first time in Wolves history. But
That's some hard ass.
looking at the rest of the squad, who's the most important player outside of Ant and Randle for the Wolves in this series?
their number 2s is Jalen and Julius.
No, outside of those. So outside of Ant-Man and Julius Randle, most important player for the Wolves.
Oh, for the Wolves? I thought you said for the
yeah,
Wolves.
yeah.
I thought you said for each team.
Yeah.
Say Nas Reed and McDaniel.
It's Rudy.
I'm gonna say Rudy, because he got a.
Rudy, usually he gets pulled off the court when teams play small ball, but you got a team who actually loves driving. Jalen's coming in there. Shai's coming in there, right? So the fact that those two guys are going to be trying to get to the rim, going to be playing, you're going to have to be disciplined. This is the game where you're like that defensive player of the year, them four that you have, they're going to get tested in this series.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to be smart. This ain't about trying to get blocked shots because they're going to get you to jump, and they got 2 7-footers back there. Right, so it's going to be one of those games where you're gonna have to show a little bit, not jump sometimes. Like you're gonna have to play a real game because you got the guards driving, trying to get there. That is the main score, and then you got big man that's in the dunk position. That's not Vandal down there no more, where you can deflect that and then still block him. Right, those guys are 7-footers, so. It's really going to test his Hall of Fame defensive career. And if he can step up to this challenge and he can contain that rim, they can win it.
Four time, but I mean, the Thunder are very versatile though with the lineups that they can roll out. I think there's still potential to play Gilbert off the floor if they do decide to go smaller.
They could, but I wouldn't because it's not like they're going to be sitting there chucking a bunch of threes. Their main guys is coming exactly down.
Both teams get to the rim.
So if you're dumb enough to switch out and go small, and then Randle's back there at your 5, or Nas Reed is there at your 5, that favors OKC. They want you to go small.
And what about a guy like Jaden McDaniels?
I think that's like their key. If he got to be playing the way he's been playing, hitting them corner threes for him. Playing D on the best player on Shai. He's tall, long. Yeah, I think he's gonna be the X factor for me.
Would you play his cousin on him?
Ooh, Shai already said he wanted
They
to
know each other, right?
take his head off.
Yeah, see, the fact that he won't him.
But he know his game.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
It's funny when you see them dudes on the court, like
just muck it up a little bit.
Yeah, I will muck it. I will muck it. Especially game one. Game one, you gotta. It's more of trick plays in game one.
Mike Conley won't be a factor this series.
Not
at all.
Like I'm
too small.
I'm not even. What's the
Only
funny?
put him-
I'm not even gonna start him. Like this.
They're just gonna put him in the post. They're gonna run.
I'm not even gonna waste my time. Like game one is the game. I'm gonna try something that they're not expecting.
What about Dort?
What about him?
He's the X factor. Like, he his some big threes in the Denver game.
Shaq gonna be more the X factor.
If you're Nikhil, are you wearing Shaq's shoes though?
Outside of Williams and
it's family, but shit.
Like even if
Man,
Jalen's
family in
not
this
playing
year.
well, Chet is gonna pick it up. So it's with those two, it's like. their 2 and 3 can be interchangeable. That's why I said with Rudy, it's more defensive. If he can contain those guys defensively, then that can shift it.
For sure. All right, well, let's
Double, damn near.
How much Shaq averaging right now?
chat for the playoffs.
15 and 9. Right?
So for this postseason, Chet averaging 16, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks.
10, okay.
Yeah, you're doing this thing. Taking on this hometown team. Let's move over to the Thunder side of the Western Conference Finals. They entered the series with SGA, who we think will win MVP, although we're still not sure because the league has not announced it yet. And a team that won 68 regular season games with the best point differential of all time, 12.9 points per game. SGA led the league in scoring during the regular season, leads all remaining players in scoring this postseason at 29 points per game. We will find out about the MVP soon, but either way, SGA has a chance to lead the Thunder to their first title since the team moved to OKC in 2008. So this is a question we touched on lightly during our playback watch party a few days ago. But what does SGA need to do to pass KD and Russ as the greatest Thunder of all times?
Just win a championship.
Just win.
Mr. B, you feel like if SGA gets the MVP this year, wins the championship, does he need the Finals MVP as well?
Yeah, he'll get that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you do all that in 1 year,
God damn, that's crazy.
and winning it with one of the youngest teams that's in the NBA, yeah, of course. I mean, to me, I think so. I think because the goal is to win a championship, and when you share that, when you share all that success with your teammates, I mean, it means way much more than anything. So the city finally gets a championship, and he'll be doing something that no one has ever done.
Yeah.
So that's it's history.
It's impressive, too.
Well, go ahead and laugh. And I said it.
At 26?
26 years old.
26 years old, got traded. He got a chip on his shoulder. I just love the fact that everybody that's in the championship got a chip on their shoulder.
For
It's
sure.
something. Like it's all a bunch of guys who don't have a championship. Got a chip
New
on their
faces, yeah.
New faces.
I love it.
So
I like it because it's anybody's to win.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think.
So SGA's been in OKC for 6 seasons. Finished top 5 in MVP, which would be 3 straight seasons, including this one, which he'll likely get the MVP second last year, 5th, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, all you gotta win. Everybody done got an MVP on OKC. They ain't ever got it all the way done though, so.
So you say just he wins this championship right here, the city labels him the best OKC player ever?
Mm-hmm.
With the MVP.
MVP, Finals MVP.
MVP and championship this year.
So got
both.
Yep.
Do you feel like his accolades
And
measure
finals
up
MVP, because if they
either
win,
Russ
he
or
gonna get
KD
finals MVP.
during their time in the Thunder uniform?
That's tough for me, but
One has 4 MVP, 4 scoring champs. 4 scoring titles. All NBA.
I get it.
6, 7 times. All Stars 6, 7 times.
I get it.
They got more All Stars and All NBAs than he's actually been
Scoring
there.
titles. How much they had? What was the scoring title? KD, how much he averaged?
That's tough for him.
Yeah. I get
KD
it,
got
but
4 scoring
But
titles.
how
going
much he
with-
averaged?
It don't matter. He got
I'm going
4.
with bringing one to the
But he
city.
probably averaged more with them 30s.
But was that he got 4
How many
But he
years was he
still
at
probably
OKC?
averaged more though.
for the 1 year.
Through that cap.
So KD in his 4 scoring titles, our first one he averaged 30.1 points per game. Next year was 27.7.
He averaged more than KD.
The next one was 28.
He just didn't win.
And then his final one was 32 when he won
He
the
averaged
MVP.
more.
All right. 1 year.
How many years was KD at OKC?
He was there
You count Seattle.
Nigga, they average 30 every year.
9 if you include Seattle, 8 without the 1 year in Seattle.
That's an OKC.
Came in averaging 20
But
as a
I,
rookie.
but I look at it like this. I think the way KD felt, the way he ended, I think they're like, yeah, cool, we'll switch you out, right? So I think, this is one of those things where they're gonna say fuck KD's record. I think with Russ, it's gonna be a little battle. It's gonna be a little battle because they loved Russ there. But because of the championship, it's gonna put him right there. And I think just him finishes his career, he's gonna be the best player in OKC history because he got the chip, he got something that no one has, and then from there he just gotta just continue. But the fact that he's only been there 6 years, he's been there 6 years, so he don't really have the accolades, but he's gonna get that, no matter what.
So we asked
What's
this.
he been averaging all 6 years? This is first 2 times averaging 30? Yeah.
Not 3.
Oh, 3
Yeah,
years.
24, 23.
They're in the position
19.
same like Cleveland, Like how Cleveland want to, they want something new instead of, being known for winning the championship with LeBron.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
SJ's third straight year averaging 30. So
Everybody
we talked about
started.
this on Playback, asked the Playback chat who was best player in Thunder franchise history. They lean more towards Russ, just for what he did there, three straight, averaging three
That's what I
triple
said. That's, I think, like with the KD.
Yeah.
But how the
he left.
situation
And
ended as well.
Spain.
Right?
He left, they don't
talking
want
earlier.
him. So it's more like him getting in front of Russ.
And the heart, yeah. He just
Average
took in
a
like
triple-double?
Three
So
triple
they can't fight them numbers though.
he just took in the aura.
That's
too.
crazy.
Like he was on some
That's crazy.
cupcake shit called a KD cupcake after all that. So yeah.
Yeah, but I think if he wins it, which I think is a high probability that he wins it, then from there it's just finishing off your legacy.
Yeah, obviously a ton more runway, more things to do. I think all signs indicate that he'll stay with the Thunder for a long time, potentially bring the first championship to the franchise in their history. But let's talk about his number 2 option, Jalen Williams. He was phenomenal in Game 7 against the Nuggets in that series clincher win. Helped set the tone in the first half with 17 points in that game, finished with 24, but was inconsistent in the series against Denver as well. He was 5 for 20 in Game 1, 10 for 43 from the field in Games 4 through 6. For the series, J-Dub averaged 18.6 assists, 6 rebounds on 38, 24, 81 shooting splits. So how much confidence do you have in Jalen Williams as a number 2 option on this Thunder squad as they go to the Western Conference Finals?
I mean, if that's the worst he can play, he can play worse, but it's if he can stay around 20 a game, like he has to neutralize, their number 2. So he has to stay close enough to Julius, and Julius is balling right now. So if he can just keep his 18 to 20 point average, and with Chat and the rest of the OKC team doing what they do best, then cool. But if he's dipping into that, 10 a game and 12 and going up and down, it's gonna be a struggle series for him.
Yeah, he's got a question mark. It's a question mark on him because he's not. I think that was the biggest thing in the playoffs was wondering if he was going to be that number 2 option for SGA.
Consistent number 2.
Yeah, consistently. Because if he's not consistent, then you're gonna have Chet come in and he's gonna have to, score more and do more for them. But this is gonna be a big test for him, man. It's gonna be a big test for him. But he's gonna have to definitely stay around that 20-point average because, like you said, Randolph's going crazy right now.
How much confidence do you have in Jalen Williams as the number 2 option on the Thunder squad? Only 24 years old, showed flashes in the previous series against the Nuggets. Obviously came back in Game 7 when his team needed him the most.
No, he's been consistent all year, first time All-Star. So I'm expecting, it's just not letting your confidence waver. So I think he did that during his playoffs. No matter how he played the previous game, he didn't let it bother him. Came out and competed the next game, and when their season was on the line, Game 7 against Denver, he showed you why he's number 2, right? So the struggles, the couple games before that is irrelevant because when my team needed me most, when our season was on the line, I showed up. I'm expecting him to do the same in this round. Come out and just compete, and he's going to do that. There's no pressure on him, all the pressure on SGA, so he can just come out and hoop. I would love to see the matchup if they put McDaniels on him, see how that goes. It'd be a good matchup, but no. I'm gonna say, but Jalen is a solid pro. He's coming into his own and has a bright future.
So who's guarding SGA?
So we'll see.
I hope they don't start Mike Conley.
They can't start Mike
No, no, just for Mike Conley's sake. I mean,
Too
he's
small.
No doubt.
like he's
gonna shoot right over him.
So then, who you put?
Do you just
Nazi. I mean, listen, I'll start Nazi.
Nas Reed?
Nas Reed, and then push, and then have
That's what I said. This is one of those.
have Ant bring it up.
I think you probably start with Conley, but at some point in this
No,
series,
I'm not even bullshit. I'm not even gonna waste 3-4 fucking minutes. What if he hit 3-4 shots now? Once somebody get hot, it's over. I don't give a fuck who.
Dante!
Don't throw that goddamn grenade at me.
DiVincenzo.
I might just go Daniels and what's the name at the 1-2?
Yeah.
DiVincenzo on
Have DiVincenzo come
Shai.
on. Come
I
on.
don't
He was
know.
looking at that motherfucker lunch meat
You don't
too.
let
But his energy is if he taller than he gonna.
Because you're going to have somebody that's going to have to go at
No,
Shai.
I'm not
You can't,
doing
'cause
that.
if Mike
You let-
Conley
At
starts.
Ant
I
guard,
don't
or
know,
do you
man.
worry
Mike
about keeping?
Conley-
No, I'm
in
getting
this
Daniels. I'm
situation
going to go
before,
Daniels.
man.
Daniels
That's a
and
vet,
at the 1-2.
Just
Then I'm going to go.
going
You
with
can't just
Julius
They might
Nas
start
at the
Caruso.
3-4.
They might start Caruso to guard
So
Anthony.
do you put
Edwards.
If they start
So-
Caruso, then I'll
Do you
start
put
Mike
McDaniels on SGA then?
Huh?
You put McDaniels on SGA and on
Yeah,
Jalen Williams?
yeah, you're going to cross. You're going to
Gobert
cross.
like he
At
guarded.
what point do you put Ant on SGA though? You know he
Never.
wants to take that challenge though.
No, that's that.
No, that's stupid.
Man, no, all that ego shit. I'm gonna take that challenge. Yeah,
Dumbass
all right, that
coach.
gets you fucked up.
Get your ass over
Be
in the
down by
corner.
20.
man. Get your ass over in the corner.
Down 20.
Because you go, yeah, you over there taking that challenge, getting in foul trouble, and he's sitting there like, Dort, get him. Caruso, get him.
I gotta play.
You're not even gonna give Conley a
Yeah,
chance.
I gotta play Conley. I gotta play him.
No.
He's a vet.
No.
He done,
Yeah, he
he's
started
been
game one, but I think at
guarded
some point
everybody.
it
He
was
done
in.
he done seen
If they start
multiple
Caruso.
players.
If they start Caruso, then yeah, but
He
I'm
done
not.
seen
I'm not.
Steph,
Who he
Paul,
gonna guard?
'Cause you don't want
I mean, you can put him on. You can put him on Dort, but Dort,
But Dort still be scoring.
Shit me.
but
Dort
you
be
gonna-
shooting them threes.
Shit me. He gonna.
At this
he
point,
can't
you don't
box
want.
him out.
You don't want to have to keep rotating.
You know them niggas with dreads.
That's all I'm saying. You don't want to
Those
rotate.
going to the
Ain't
glass.
been in this
Niggas with
league,
dreads,
but
bro.
man.
No, he been in the league. I don't. He been in the league. That's cool. You can't guard him though. That's the difference.
Yeah, the guy that plays the one across from you is a bad matchup.
Yeah, it's just
This ain't
it's just
their
matchups. Just matchups, man.
First tough
And he ain't been
though.
playing that well
This ain't
neither.
their first tough.
This, you ain't guard. Put
Mike Conley ain't been playing all that great.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm saying he's been out there.
He shot the ball well in the last series.
Just like
Last game.
I'm about to say, yeah, that goes
The
to
last
Who did he
game.
guard with the Lakers? I'm
Last
saying.
game.
He guarded-
Austin Reeves.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Austin Reeves and Shai.
Before that, he was shooting 26% from three and 36% from the
So,
field.
so
He
you
had
just
to guard
you
Luka,
just gonna bench him
Yeah,
the whole series?
yeah.
No, hell no.
Like you guard Dort. I mean, like if I put him on Dort to see what I
Yeah.
got, but what do I have him there for? I mean, just to be honest.
Listen, Mike
as
Conley,
a great
we got a
vet,
coaching.
Because
Listen,
you don't want
everything will work out for you.
man
Thank
bringing
you.
the ball
We
up
gotta
all the
grow with
time.
these
That's too much
As a-
energy.
as a great vet, I get it, but what is when you bring him in there? What is he doing? You're playing 4-on-5. Shit, you're damn near playing 3-on-5, depending on your offense, because you have him who's the point guard, but not playing point guard. He's just sitting in the corner. He got to sit on a certain side because he sit on that side, he might hit the motherfucking backboard, so he got to go on that side. So,
then you got-
his left hand is
acting like Conley.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
No, Gil, don't do that.
Don't
Don't do that.
Your left hand on the baseline, fuck around, hit the side
You
of the
don't
backboard,
want-
thinking
but you don't want Ant
it's
bringing
and
the ball.
one.
Don't do that.
And one.
You don't want bringing the ball up every play, having to make decisions. No.
True.
He's too young and
You
have to
don't.
make
But that's
every
not.
decision.
It's not like they pick up full court.
a lot of energy.
You're right. Never mind.
a lot of
They
You
do.
just say he too. So you can't have it both ways, Nick.
What?
So he the superstar guy, your man, and all that, but he too young to make all the decisions.
You know, that's too much energy. You don't have to bring the ball up every time. Make a play.
If they plan on win, that's what they gonna have to do.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Julius
Shit.
can bring it up too.
Yeah.
You know?
Dante DiVincenzo.
Man,
Yeah,
they got-
Dante can bring it up.
Conley can
He's the one you got to throw out
Conley,
there
bro.
on one.
You got to
Listen,
throw
you're only gonna have 0, 0, 0 across the board.
No, you just got to throw some wrinkles. Like you don't want.
Do him to the curb.
Some serious.
Alexander Walker, Dante
Yeah.
Some series
DiVincenzo.
just ain't made for you.
No, and that's
it's a
okay.
series.
But he,
I agree. But y'all ain't even gonna get a man a shot.
yeah.
What's Mike Conley numbers, please?
I think it was I think it was 5, 3, and 3.
Half. Sound like a space hand.
What I'm talking
I got a
about?
possible.
So 7 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 10 points.
You only playing with 10.
7 and 4 and 10. No,
24 minutes a game. Yeah.
we don't need them 24 minutes from him.
Shit,
Keep those.
they 5 in the.
I'm just this series.
They been
At his
high-fiving
position, he
this
can't
ball.
guard nobody out there. Because Luke Dort, listen, you put him on Luke Dort going to the offensive glass every time.
Man,
Listen, every single time Luke Dort going to the glass because he can't box him out.
think about. I only got one left, motherfucker. God damn. But
Scoot over
nah,
those,
I
Sway.
don't-
No,
Scoot over a little bit.
Nick, ask you to move over.
Scoot over a little
oh,
bit. We are live, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
thought you said
This
you
is
wanted
Gil's
to
Arena
start
presented by Underdog Woo Woo.
I didn't
All right, well,
hey,
let's,
I'm like,
let's
Y'all know this
You
nigga
said-
slow. Y'all
I
go
only
get a
got
nigga
one
sign
ball.
language and
they
shit.
don't be knowing
Use
what's
the big
going
word.
on over here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just call his name and say, Nick, move over. Like,
Ask for
They'll
12
do this.
Starbirds already.
So let's talk about another point with this Thunder squad. Certainly one of the best OKC teams in franchise history. Russell Westbrook was asked last week if his 2012 OKC squad was better than the 2025 OKC squad and who would win if they faced off. Here's what Russ said.
versus the 2020
That's the year we went to the finals?
Yeah.
Oh. We won.
2012?
Yeah.
How many games?
Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
We wouldn't know.
All right.
I mean, you ask me, I'm never gonna say we lose. I don't know what you asking me.
That's what everybody says, yeah.
I don't know. You should know my answer before you ask me that.
I did.
I don't know why. I just know that we gonna win.
All right.
So Russ said 2012 squad was winning. I appreciate his confidence. So interesting matchup. So let's take a look at the lineups and how they stack up against each other. If we could, 2012, you got Big Perk, Serge Ibaka, KD, Cephalosha, Russell Westbrook, James Harden coming off the bench as the sixth man. 3 MVPs on that roster.
I'll be honest with you, man.
2025, you got
2012
Hartenstein,
team.
Chet Hologram, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, SGA.
But
six man.
2012?
But
Hell yeah.
2012 was
Team
smacking the
going-
shit out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they got to the finals.
Yes.
Their number 2 option is Westbrook, right?
Right?
And then Kevin
that's not
Durant
even
and Shai.
close.
They
2000.
Caruso
And
versus
then
Harden
James,
off the
and then
bench.
James coming off.
What,
Yeah, that's
man?
That ain't even close.
that 2012 team. That 2012 team is kicking
A
their
young
ass.
James Harden versus season championship experienced Alex
That ain't even
Caruso.
close.
Oh, shit, y'all crazy.
Yeah, okay. That
Young boys
team
was going
was
crazy.
see the thing,
Headband on the
the
ball,
problem
Serge
about
Ibaka.
is underseeding, and that's where you're going wrong at.
What?
That's where it stops.
What?
That's where it stops. Them two bigs over there, I'm not rolling.
defensive big.
I'm not rolling.
What, Kendrick?
What?
Who was over there with them when they was making that run?
Who?
For they big.
You looking at them?
You're looking at
Sabak was.
And then they had what? Jeff Green at the 4?
You would have to throw him out there.
Jeff Green at the 4 was.
You would have to put him out there.
was
But
it? Was
the
it
five they use, this is starting five.
Was it Kendrick Perk at the 5?
Who was they two?
Well,
Who was they two? The defender.
Cephalosha.
Yes.
Yeah, he up to Tabo Cephalosha.
So he-
Russell,
so
Tabo, stop.
Oh yeah, I'm
Over.
over that team.
Kevin Durant
They
is
had
winning. Kevin Durant is winning that
Jackson was
matchup,
on that
right?
squad.
Russell Westbrook is one.
Kevin Durant is winning that matchup.
Yeah, I forget.
Tabo Cephalosha and Lou Dort is a wash.
the Dorcher chamber.
Russell Westbrook and Shai,
Shai or Jalen, because
no.
Who gonna guard?
No.
bro?
who's their number
Kevin
one
Durant.
Right. Kevin's their number 1 option.
Who's stopping
Shai.
Hartenstein?
And then James was,
Who's stopping
but
Hartenstein?
you still have two liabilities out there. Serge was making 15-foot jump shots, yeah.
Man,
Kendrick Perkins a liability out there.
Don't let him hear that.
Don't give a fuck if you hear it or not, nigga.
Yeah, Russell was second.
I'm on your team, sir.
You talking about don't let him hear it. I don't give a fuck if you hear it or not. Nigga averaged a single triple. Nigga like I ain't.
who's
Kendrick
guarding?
Perkins knew he was limited out there. I ain't no. I'm saying that he.
You are speaking the truth.
The fuck? Like,
He can't. You can't.
You're gonna have to.
And who gonna guard?
See, that's the
Russ at that point?
problem. The best defender, he
Nah.
gonna have to pick between Kevin Durant. Then he'll probably put him on Russell. He's too fast for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
that?
Russ. Russ was fast.
Or you put him on him
athletic,
just for the
man.
strength.
so it just depends on what. Yeah, it's because James, Russ, and Kevin alone is a lot, right?
That's 90 points.
Yeah, that Shai and Jalen is it, and Chet but so yeah, I'm gonna go with this squad, but the 2012 squad because of the Russ, KD, and James. Them three alone is enough for me to say 2012.
Have you ever
But-
got into it with Ibaka?
Who?
You.
I ain't getting to it with nobody, bro.
I'm just saying, like, had y'all ever like?
Have you got into it, Ibaka?
Yeah, I slapped the shit out of him one time. He owed me money, but I was asking because Ibaka like to fight too. That's what I was saying.
Who he fought?
Yeah.
Didn't he fight a couple people?
No.
He has. Don't fuck around with that African.
Do you actually think when somebody from moves me, Nick?
No, I'm just saying.
Nick, do you think that ever would have moved me during my 15-year career?
Yeah.
During them 15 years, do you think that would have mattered?
Oh my
Did you ever look and say, oh, he's from Africa?
Do you think it would have mattered?
Oh, shit.
What is wrong with you?
Stop it off, man. It's African. Cool.
Nick, that was stupid.
Oh, no.
What did that have to do with anything?
Nah, they be trying to gang up on me. That's why I gotta move quick.
Oh shit.
And Rodney.
Yeah.
2000, so Let's move ahead to series predictions. Sheryl, we'll start with you.
Reggie Jackson.
Who wins the Western Conference Finals and how many games? Sheryl, who are you rolling with?
Damn, why you start with me?
'Cause you have the most championship experience on this couch.
Facts.
And Jays that we cannot get.
Stop doing that.
In the jersey we
in a size 14 if we could.
Go to the store. Go to the store.
No, we ain't gonna find it.
Can I just give you my finals? I think it's New York and
Yeah, go. Come on. You know. Yeah. Spit it out.
Don't be scared.
New York's winning it all.
Okay, but
I
that
know
is
that
one
wasn't your
team.
question.
That is
I know that wasn't your
that's
question.
Who's coming?
That's what I'm
Who's coming from
rolling
the
with.
Western Conference side?
I know.
Who is representing the West in that series?
Either you're right or you're wrong.
But I could be like Gil.
Switch.
You just pick 2 teams from each.
No, but
What
Gil.
for
And then when his team loses, he's like, oh no, well that's my team.
Yeah, they played each other, so he wins. So even when
All
he
right,
wins, even when I lose, I win.
She don't want to utter the word.
Minnesota?
There you go.
How many games would
She said-
Minnesota win that series and to advance to the NBA Finals?
5.
Minnesota and 5. Ooh.
5.
Let's move on to Swaggy P. Nick Young. Bring his championship experience to the couch.
I'm gonna say New York and
No, we're just talking Western
I
Conference.
did that.
Oh,
Western
okay.
Conference Finals only OKC, Minnesota.
I want to say they're gonna keep high-fiving people, but I'm gonna say it's gonna go 7. It's gonna be their toughest challenge for
Ooh,
Minnesota.
that shit bad.
So Wolves and 7.
7?
Wolves and 7. They ain't gonna high-five this.
So let's move on to Gilbert Arenas, the namesake
I
of
changed
Gil's
the
Arena,
rules.
presented by Underdog. Woo woo. Who you got in the Western Conference Finals, Gil?
OKC
Ooh.
and 6.
OKC and 6. Let's move to this side of the couch. Kenyon, who do you got in this Western Conference Finals and how many games?
OKC and 6.
Last but not least,
You said
Mr. B.
Minnesota
Brandon
and
Jennings,
7?
representing Tough Crowd.
OKC and 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. So Sheryl, Nick have the Wolves. Rest of the couch go OKC in either 6 or 7
Hell
games.
yeah.
Well, we will
The
find
winner
out tonight in game 1 which way is headed as that series tips off. We'd like to we got to talk a little bit about a team that is no longer in the playoffs, the Denver Nuggets. So after winning the chip in 2023, Denver has failed to make it out of the second round in consecutive seasons. So after their series losing game 7, Jokic had this to say about the Nuggets' issues with their lack of depth, and if he still thinks they are a championship contender.
Maybe this is above your pay grade too, but as far as depth, what do you sort of think this team needs most going forward?
Like you said, it's above my. But yes, we definitely need probably. I think we played so long for such a way, and it's hard for the guys to step up and especially play, especially against two really good teams, Clippers and OKC. And we cannot ask for somebody who didn't play maybe 20, 30 games to jump in and be good and expect him to be good, but Julian step up, he was good, Peyton, he was in a rotation, but he had some good minutes too, so definitely seems like the teams that has a longer rotation, the longer bench, it's the one who are winning. Indiana, what's the name, OKC, so Minnesota.
Do you feel like this team could still win a championship as it's put together now?
We didn't, so obviously we can't. If we could, we will win it. So I don't believe in those if stuff. So we had the opportunity, we didn't win it. So I think we can't.
So before the season even started, Michael Porter Jr. said this could be the Nuggets' last dance. Has this Nuggets team's championship window officially been shut with their current core?
Yeah, they got to make some moves. Yeah, their bench is not good.
They starters too.
Starters need some moves. No, they need all around.
Yeah.
All around. They need
coaching and everything.
Yeah, they want different scenery, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
Stays.
I agree with Jokic, man.
15,
That's it.
27,
32.
32,
15.
27,
32. That's it.
and 4.
And 4.
4 don't make nothing. 4 got winning spirit.
4 has a player option.
4 got winning spirit.
Has yet to determine whether or not he'll exercise that or test the waters of free agency.
Hey, man,
Keep 15, 27, and 32.
I'm keeping everybody he said he wanted to keep.
sometimes teams get like, when you get rid of players, you don't think that really helps you got there, like to the dance. You know, I think they messed up by getting rid of KCP and Brown. You got guys that's good corner guys that you don't really value, you know. Like sometimes your work, you know, you don't really value it till you miss her.
Oh my God.
So Nuggets like the work.
Put in Watson and shit, Wallace, and he out there with an afro missing free throws and shit. So
Important to always value your work.
yeah.
So Gil, you think the Nuggets championship window officially closed with this current
Brandon
core?
told me that back in the day.
Yeah.
Who? Y'all got a lot of anchors on this
Nobody.
I told you I'm with Jokic, man. The shit he said. The people he said he was going to keep.
No, they need to make some moves.
He's Irvers and begins and buns word of shit. OKC or his library said 30 minutes.
I don't hear nothing he said.
I'm with you. You know,
What he said.
Like he was.
What that man said.
Yeah, man. Nah, they need a change.
So what is the most important piece that you feel like this Nuggets squad is missing? Obviously, you look at somebody like MPJ, team had previously not wanted to trade. I don't think of the Mizzou connection with the ownership, but seems like a likely candidate to be moved. But what does that trade market even look like for him?
What do you get back for him?
So they need a 2 and a 3.
He's not a starter.
Not anymore.
He's not a starter.
He could be. I mean,
he's not a starter.
Yeah.
He's good. If he coming in, he making shots, great. If he not, you sit his ass down. That's just what that's what it is. He's not defending nobody. He's not averaging. He's not moving the needle enough to be a starter, right? You bring him in if he's making shots.
Yeah.
No.
Not no more. Hell no.
I don't think.
If he was getting 10 rebounds, like if he was using his jumping ability and his height to get 10 rebounds a game.
He was a better defender. If he was doing a lot more with that.
Shooting,
no,
bro. But can you get comfortable just being right there waiting for Joker to pass it to you?
It's just where
you
he's
can
been,
backdoor, you can slash. I mean,
doing that for what, 4 years?
No, you've been sitting around. He's been literally sitting around in the three-point line.
That's what I'm
chucking
saying.
threes, man. Like it ain't even quality shots. Like you figure out how to
bad
dribble the
shots.
ball.
That's what I'm saying.
It's bad. It's horrible shots.
It's bad shots, man. Like when it come your way, he feel when it come my way, I have to shoot it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of them. No matter who's on me, no matter the airspace.
Coming from
no
a guy
matter
who passes the ball.
He's been stuck like that though.
No, but I'm saying it's not like I'm dealing with a guy who shoots every shot. And when it gets to me, I gotta chuck it. He passes the ball, so I don't need to shoot every shot I get off balance in the corner, fading, one dribble.
Yeah, that shit is crazy,
like it's just,
bro.
Yeah.
Like, is he serviceable? Yeah. You put him somewhere where you put him with, the team he's on or a different situation with Phoenix, Kevin Durant and them, somewhere like that where he can, if he's making shots, great. If not, then he's Grayson Allen.
Even,
That's 6 and 7 Grayson
Allen.
I'm saying,
more reliable from the shot.
He is. He makes me shoot a high clip.
From the 3-point, hell yeah.
Definitely shoot a high clip.
Yeah. How much might MPJ average?
I don't give a fuck what he averaged. What he shoot?
What is?
Did he even make a 3 last series?
Yeah, I know.
One game.
I don't think.
He made one game?
Yeah, 21.
But his shoulder, remember?
His shoulder, bro.
He was hurt. AC joint sprain.
He was hurt.
In the shoulder.
I seen Kobe shoot with one
Man,
shoulder.
That's
you can't
Kobe,
compare
dog.
everybody to Kobe.
With his left hand.
That's Kobe.
With the left arm.
That's
Shot
Kobe.
34.
This one was gone. He said, fuck it, I don't need it. Let's go this way.
Shot 34% from 3 in this playoffs, but
That's Kobe.
Doing it this season, how much?
but let's look at versus the Thunder this playoff. So in 14 total games, that's what he shot 34% from 3. Against the Thunder,
He made what, 3 threes?
25% from 3.
What he should do in the
Made
regular season, though?
9 total for the series.
He was hurt in the playoffs, so what he should do in the regular season?
If you
Fuck,
look
he shot
at
from the regular season. He could have shot 100% from the regular season.
He was hurt.
Cool.
Shot 40% from 3 for the
Well, I'll
regular
take
season.
that. I'll take that on the team.
40%, that's excellent.
different.
But for that team, the man got to do too much.
Yeah, take him in L.A.
No, we won't. Clippers, y'all can have it.
He said no, we won't. That's one person he said he don't want. Finally, somebody he said he don't want for the team.
That is impressive. Everybody else, they like, give him like the jersey.
Already got Luka taking wild shots. You got Rui taking shots. I don't need
At
another
least he
motherfucker out there
taking
just
shots.
taking
You
shit.
want Vando
I
just
know,
stuck
I
at the
need
rim like this?
That's the first person I heard Gil say he don't want.
Yeah, the first
Like
person.
Yeah, said that repeatedly.
Adamantly, no, we won't.
Like, nah, we cool.
Nah.
I mean, the
we
rebound,
good.
like if
We
he's
good.
doing that, 17 rebounds, he out there using
Yeah,
it.
take-
Cool. But he just sits there shoot threes all day at 6'10".
Corner.
Trade him for
Corner
Black
boy.
and Vando.
Corner boy now.
Let's send Vando back.
Yeah, they need to. They got to change the way they
Is he a
play.
corner boy now, Nick?
For sure.
The league has caught up to it. You want a championship playing this way, great. You got to change your style of play. You got to change the way you play in order to utilize Nikola. You've been utilizing it, but you got to put him in better situations to be successful as a coaching staff. And if this series didn't show you that, the way they guarded him, then good luck moving forward.
Yeah. I think that's the same thing with Milwaukee, too.
Yeah.
They didn't get better.
Yeah, they got to change the way Giannis plays.
Just throw it to Giannis and then let's just figure it out.
Yeah, you got to change the way they play, man. You got to put them in better situations to be successful.
Yeah.
Hey, now it's time for you to coach. So you got this great talent. Now it's time for you to put this great talent in better situations to be successful.
Yeah, man, they should just trade his ass, man.
To where?
The Lakers.
Where? Oh.
You don't want him.
Girl, that's a reasonable destination, I feel like. Ample horses. Yeah, we have tons of mountainside.
Right over here in, Calabasas, they got the little area over there.
Horse trails.
Yeah, they got nice horses.
Chatsworth.
Yeah,
a lot of horses.
we got
Lovely horse
horses.
trails.
It might not be the kind you got.
Porter Ranch?
Porter Ranch.
Porter
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was
Yep.
just over there in Porter Ranch, yeah.
Got American horses.
Fine Serbian cuisine.
They got a horse trail behind my house, so hey.
Ample beer. We have tons of liquor
The
stores.
mall up in there, Hidden Hills, shit.
In Hills, yeah.
Fox Hills Mall if he wants to get a fit.
Fox Hills Mall.
Is it still called Fox
Shit, Compton Cowboys. Shit,
It's
go to
still
Compton,
by
good
people
vibes.
who live here, yes. It's
What is it called now?
The Westfield
Land?
shopping town.
Men's Land?
I never been to Westfield.
Big and tall, they got
Men's Land, baby.
Men's Land,
shit.
one of the greatest
Fox Hills
stores of
Mall.
all time.
Where you get knife fist and robbed at the same time.
Yes. Know somebody personally.
Nice little FUBU outfit.
The good
Walk
old
outside, gone.
So I was out for this. So I'm sitting at the crib,
In
right?
diesel jeans, Jesus.
So this when I got suspended, right? I'm sitting at the crib. We playing the Clippers in the playoffs. One of my teammates called me. I'm at the crib, right? Phone ring. Fuck you. Hey man, I just got robbed. Like what? Man, I had to go get some shoes from Fox Hill Mall. Man, the dude rolled up on me on my side on the phone. Man, they took my watch, my chain. I said, oh no. I said, you was by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in there, they already done called. Hey, we got one.
Yeah. Especially
That is what
They
they
mall
say.
They was robbing it and putting the shit back.
To that mall 5 days a week.
I know.
When I first came out here, I was at Fox Hill Mall 5 days.
Because you was
a
in
week.
Marina Del Rey, so it's just right over.
there.
Yeah.
Right over to 90.
On the 90.
A beautiful interchange.
Yeah.
Connecting the city.
Yeah, those are the-
Motherfucking Nate. The little black dude used to work at the light-skinned black dude, Nate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I seen Nate one day. Nate was outside. He was outside. Long ass limo by himself. What the fuck are you doing?
So we talked a little bit about what the Nuggets need to do.
Charging niggas $700 for a Coogee. The motherfucker $15 in Australia. Dead ass.
Remember that?
Yo, dead ass serious. $45, $30 for a Coogee. They already charging $700-800 for it.
Remember Iceberg?
I went to the
Whole
factory.
blue Coogee.
I went to the
fit,
Coogee
bro.
factory over there.
Iceberg.
When Goodwill games we played in Australia, I went to the factory because I wanted to see. Made a trip, and I was like, "Hold on, man! They had this motherfucker selling them bitches for $800-900 a pop." I was like, "You know what? Give me all of them."
Yeah. bring them back.
Nah.
Free tariffs.
You went to the Coogee thing?
Coogee factory, bro.
Dang, that nigga love that Coogee, boy.
I
gotta
came
see
in.
that
Listen,
closet, bro. I know that closet
So
got-
this is the era where you were going out, going out in LA.
Yeah.
No, you had to dress up, dude.
Yeah, you had to dress
like, no, you had to put on clothes. It wasn't wearing no sneakers and it wasn't wearing no Air Force Ones in the club.
Yeah.
And no T-shirt and shit back then. 2000, 2001, them summers, they wasn't letting you in. I seen them turn Shaq away. I was like, oh, nah.
What club? Century Club?
Diesel
Where-
jeans with the button-ups.
He's talking about 02, 03, 01.
Oh,
Yeah.
summer of 2000, 2001, 2000. No, you had to put it on to be in the club.
It was a better time.
Button-up shirt with the diesel jeans and some white forces.
That was a better time.
Yeah,
I
Iceberg.
got Iceberg in the closet right now.
Yeah, Iceberg fire.
Only
I'm
person
rocking
going
it
to
right
the
now.
Century Club in jeans was
I had a
Dr.
shirt
Dre.
last week. The white and black shirt I had on the go.
Yeah.
You know what I had? I thought I had a lick on Red Monkey jeans.
Yeah, it's
Red Monkey, yeah, Red
We
Monkey.
all
When
did.
Korea, I went out there with the USA team, went straight to the dude who made them. Man, I had Red Monkey shorts and everything.
Yes.
Coming back to the States like, what's happening?
All fake.
Done. No, it was the fad was over. Ain't nobody wore them shits no more.
Buying size
Nigga
buying size 44. Listen, dog.
Remember the fake red monkeys and baby?
Nigga buying size 44 fucking pants and shorts, dog.
Red Monkey.
Then they had the ones with the NBA.
Fit me,
NBA
you,
team.
and another motherfucker in the bitches.
That shit was hard, dog.
Better time.
Red monkeys?
Some of y'all just don't know.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
So let's talk about, we talked about the Nuggets roster. Let's talk about their head coaching situation. Obviously, Mike Malone fired very late in the season. David Adelman took over. So here's what some of the players had to say. Aaron Gordon said, I hope Adelman is here next year. Hope he's our coach. I hope he gets an entire training camp, whole offseason to figure out his philosophy. DA's great, was excellent for us, and I hope that he's here next year. Jokic said, you had 3 games to change something. I think he changed the energy. I think the guys were woken up a little. Guys had more energy. He made us believe something, and we played good. Damn, that sounds like a lot of Mike Malone coded slander right there. But So do you think David Adelman did enough to secure the full-time head coaching gig for the Nuggets?
I mean, Jokic stamped you, so shit.
Right.
Looks like the dude from Mad TV, Alfred, I believe.
Man, that's
Mad TV.
Jim Carrey.
A little mad.
Dumb and Dumber would also be a.
The dude from Man in Black. He got his head cut off. His head popped up back up.
There's a lot of familiar looks.
No, I think he's done enough. I mean, it's all about, who Jokic wants, who the team feels comfortable with, or the pieces that's going to be there feel comfortable with. So if they feel that he needs a full training camp to put his system in, then that's who they're going to go with, most likely. Cheaper.
So question. Do we keep the same staff?
What did Joker do in Dark Knight?
We're having tryouts.
Having tryouts, only one position left. Fight.
Quality cinema.
Probably not.
Nah,
But y'all were assistants together. So how did that?
Now you
Right?
gotta listen.
Because as assistants, it's us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
You get promoted, it's like you still kind of one of us, but you just got this temporary title that they didn't give you.
It's my
How
shit now.
often? Were you there with Frank?
Where, Jersey?
Becoming the head coach.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
This thing you brought in, Eddie left. O'Corn went with him, so he had to.
Okay, so he.
Shit, Stan Van came and got everybody.
Because he just got there. Like usually.
When you hire somebody,
it all
that's
depends
within,
on the pecking order.
like I said, because they're assistants together. Like y'all having these private meetings, y'all going to dinner together. It's the assistant coaches.
Yeah, talking
y'all
shit.
talking shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So now you get the gig.
So now they waiting on you to come back behind that.
Yeah, so how does this go? Do you promote somebody or do you like, shit, I know how y'all think as assistants because y'all talking shit about Mike, so it's like, do y'all y'all gonna kick my back in when it's time? Like, I don't.
Yeah. Sticky situation.
It all depends if he knows anybody. I guess he probably feel more comfortable with these dudes versus bringing in some other people. Yeah.
No, because them dudes over there, they are different, but they're smart. Like, I was around them, Summer League and all that, like, they're smart. They are smart group. They brought guys in the European style of play. They've got guys like that coached over there on the staff and different things like that. So they try to incorporate both sides of the pond within the coaching staff and within how they play.
So we talked about Joker a little bit. It seems like this team's going to do everything possible to keep Joker happy, keep him in Denver. But Mr. B, at what point, if you're Jokic, we've talked a lot about Giannis now in the playoff struggles they've had, 3 straight first-round exits. Now Joker, 2 straight second-round exits after winning the chip 2023. If you are Joker, at what point do you consider a change of scenery?
Well, you got to go into the summer, see what they're talking about, see what pieces you can get. And then you just got to figure out, if this is like the place that you want to be for the rest of your future. I mean, you already got it done here, so it's not then really too much, else for you to, try to accomplish. I mean, you're the greatest player ever to put on a Nuggets uniform, jersey, everything. So it just depends on what you feel and what you feel that they can bring around you and the pieces.
Joker ain't looking at the
Joker ain't he don't like the U.S., so he comes.
He don't even like America.
He just comes
came here for
man.
I mean, it's very low key, so it's kind of like him in the big market is kind of like,
right? I want to be seen.
I was like, does he want to leave?
Why would he? Denver, a great place to live. All you gonna do have a conversation with Matt.
they smoking the
Hey,
best
give me better,
herbs.
man.
Smoking the best herbs, they good.
Some better pieces around.
Do we
man.
think he rolls his own blunt?
For sure.
Okay. Or do his brothers?
Chilling.
I don't know. Big fingers.
Nobody smoking that dry.
Breaking the back.
That outdoor.
Nobody smoking that dry ass tree.
To them, they ain't tripping.
That out.
But the horses, he chilling.
Dry
That shit
dirt
dry
they got
as
going
motherfucker.
on up out there, man.
Put that shit in a grinder.
Rub a little honey around the blunt to create some moisture.
Gonna have to. No,
Them light depth system ain't
What I've
worth
heard.
shit.
That's what you heard?
What?
You heard that?
I heard
So he
that.
can ski in the winter? I mean, no, he can't ski at all.
I ain't never heard that.
Your growers are from Denver, not Los Angeles.
Honey.
Yeah, like real
Actually, just inside. But this was Swisher times much, in my youth.
You was putting who on to make the what now?
What? Just rub a little honey in the Swisher.
I mean, he'll have every
Keep
record
it
in
stretched,
Denver,
make it
right?
burn a
If
little
he
slower.
Like, he'll have every record in Denver.
So
You know what?
that?
All said and done.
Very, very, very first time I smoked, that what the niggas did. And that shit lasted forever. And I was
About 3
stupid
days.
high. And I think I went to sleep while they were still smoking it.
The what?
You have to get a
They
resource.
rubbed like honey or syrup or something on the blunt to make it burn slower. I was 18. I didn't know no better.
Better time, ladies and gentlemen.
That
Try it
was
out.
First and only time in the college.
Kind of like moon rock.
Yeah.
Slows
Yeah.
down the burn.
Yeah.
Nothing but rock come towards my face.
Rock. All right.
Fuck.
You was conceived on rock.
Nah,
I'm just saying, you was an 80s baby. I'm just saying, you was an 80s baby. Huh? We all got a little rock in us.
Say you see, right? Nigga had the crackhead
We
take me to
can
the park. Crackhead in the neighborhood take all the kids.
We cover a lot of different subjects here on Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, drawing from our championship experience outside of the basketball world. So one last piece of Nuggets business before we get to another conversation I want to talk about. But Michael Malone fired by the Nuggets, but he will actually be a part of the Western Conference Finals, joining ESPN's NBA Countdown crew.
Some assholes. Oh,
You like that move?
man, yes. Who else did that? They did that to Mark Jackson, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
did that to Mark Jackson too.
Yep.
They be up there so classy. They be up there so classy. But you got to throw some shots, man.
Yeah, I see 2 teams in here.
2 teams, yeah.
Not one I used to coach. Smoking that pack. So we asked the chat, is the Nuggets championship window closed with their current core? 71% of the chat says that the Nuggets championship window is closed as it stands right now. Yeah. But let's get to one last thing. So Aaron Gordon battled through a grade 2 hamstring strain to play in Game 7. This series included a tight turnaround between Games 3 and 4, with those 2 games being played less than 40 hours apart. So after the Nuggets were eliminated, Aaron Gordon had this to say about the playoff schedule.
I would really, really appreciate it if there were a couple of days in between games in the playoffs instead of every other day, regardless if you go 7 games. And I understand if you do your work early and you get first seed, then you can have some time off. But I think the days in between games, not just off day and a travel day, but a travel day and a recovery day, just two days. I think the product of the game would be a lot better. I think there'd be just a better product on the floor, just to give all these professional athletes just one more day of rest, and you would see a higher level of basketball, probably less blowouts.
So this has been an injury-plagued playoffs for several teams around the league. Nothing new for the postseason. Cavs were dealing with injuries to their 3 All-Stars. Celtics were fighting injuries in their starting lineup even before Tatum's Achilles injury. Warriors lost Steph to a hamstring strain in Game 1 of their Western semis after a 7-game series against the Rockets. But all the non-playing teams did get at least 5 days of rest before the playoffs started. As we know, season ended on Sunday, playoffs started that Saturday. Do you agree with Aaron Gordon's opinion on the playoff scheduling?
I think they do it backwards. The first round, they got multiple days off in between the games, and then the later they get in the playoffs, they got shorter rest.
In Western Conference Finals, it's every other day.
Yes, it's a flawed system. Like, if you're going to do that, them dudes just got done playing basketball in the regular season, so they're used to playing every other day. So the first round should be every other day. You make it to the second round, it's 2 days in between the games, and then so forth and so on, I think. Yeah. You're asking guys for that quick turnaround when the games are that high, at high stake. Yeah, it takes a lot to get back up for it.
Yeah.
It does, but having the first round as long as it is, I'm a firm believer in. I understand it's a money business. I do. I think they should go back to the first round 5 games. First round 5 games. Hey, get to it. Get to it. You lose one at home, hey, good luck.
Yeah.
You the top seed, you lose one at home, good luck. Right? First round should be 5 games. And the rest of them should be 7 like it used to be. So you add in 2 more games, and now you have this. So, but if you're not gonna go back to 5, first round should be every other day. Second round, like I said,
I like that.
Yeah, every other day is a real short turnaround, because like if we play tonight, we play Thursday, but you're forcing us to leave tonight so we can rest in the next city we have to, but we're not. So we're going. So after the game,
they don't want you to get in at 3 a.m.
Yeah. So then we're going to stay back here, then leave in the afternoon after we finish practice, and then we fly. Then we get to the city. Then we have 12 hours of what we call rest.
Yeah, during the playoffs. They're not going to go to the gym during the playoffs.
Huh?
During this time, they're going to meet at the plane. They're going to fly out the next day, plane at 12, try to get there at a decent hour.
Like 3 or 5.
Have a meeting when we get in, talk scheme.
Yeah. So yeah, you need that. You need a real recovery day.
Well, isn't that tough too?
Because that fly day is not a recovery.
That's not a recovery day. That's
the fly is not a recovery day.
But you got teams that are far apart, even though they're in the same conference, right? You talk about the West, like Memphis is East Coast.
But that's what I'm saying. I remember when we was playing Cavs. After our games, we were like, let's just fly and just go to the city. Why we spending the night here to then leave in the morning? We might as well get there so we can just rest all day. So that's part of it too. So if teams do need about 20, like there needs to be a 24 hours of you guys get the recovery, because it's not built for every other day.
Yeah, they're doing all
because there's traveling, there's like, you know what I mean? There's
all this science and shit involved now. Why they not using it?
Yeah. And we talked about Nuggets Thunder, I believe, played a Friday night game.
Turned around too.
Had turned around and played Sunday.
So they should have flipped it, right? So they just got done playing Game 7 the other day, and they got to turn around and play Tuesday.
Yeah.
They should have just they got the schedule already made, which is
they got the schedule made already.
So you should have made other series play today.
Yeah,
and
Eastern
they-
Conference
and
Finals.
they
So
play
they get
tomorrow.
more rest.
Yeah, they get an extra day. Now it's a flawed system.
Especially with
I'm gonna say, like this week, it's a game every day this week.
But that's what I.
It's a game.
Yeah,
that's
but what I'm saying is
I
the other team gets more rest versus this team.
They
So
just got
they
to play
should have played Tuesday. This team
City
should
just
play.
Sunday.
But as a fan,
And we know the Thunder's Nuggets
blowout.
went 7 games, but OKC, top team in the NBA, you would think you would give them opportunity.
It's like
Gotcha.
the Warriors play game 7, then they got to turn around 2 days and play game 1, and that man go out there and get hurt because he ain't recovered.
gotta win. Shit,
Nothing that is.
you gotta win. But as a fan, this is the best time of the year. Like yesterday was boring as shit without no playoffs on. No
But there's
games.
WNBA on.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
know
about to say the Storm and the Wings was playing.
Yeah, WNBA was popping.
Yeah, Paige was hooping.
But
Skylar Diggins was
I'm saying,
hooping
just
last
like
night.
in March, you wake up, it's games in the morning to not like you can just watch basketball all day.
Watch a
That's-
rerun, motherfucker. Watch a
No.
rerun. Watch the series you didn't watch.
But it does seem backwards though when you talk when
I'm
you
saying
think
just
about
as
the
a
first
fan,
round.
as a fan, my
You
bad.
have more days off in the first round than you do in the finals.
Yeah.
Like which one's more? I mean, they're all important. No, but for the finals,
they give you days off. The finals.
That's when you 2 days, and then when you go from coast to coast.
Yeah.
But
Give you that
but
extra
you
day.
still get more off in the first round.
yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And recovery time is important. And I agree. The flying and the traveling, that's not a day off.
I definitely agree with the point right after we get done.
You get a better
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that's what I said. I used to do.
You should.
Yeah, that'll help
I mean,
so
y'all
much.
can.
Get up in the
Okay.
morning.
Private.
But people just want to be in your own bed,
Say
but
it.
you know it's just because of the way the schedule is. It's better to.
I mean, the Ritz,
And they-
them just fly.
And they
Carlton
changed
in the
it
Four
nowadays,
Seasons
huh?
beds is all right.
So you got to remember
changed
the
it
other
nowadays,
team.
man.
The other team is going. They're going right after the game.
Yeah, they going
and
home.
they going home and sitting and they waiting. And then you know, so they off their legs.
But that means you're gonna have to push like the draft and shit back too though.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fine.
Give a
Give a fuck about that.
Man, the season's gonna
That
be
shit can
over in
be in
July.
Because those
Man, they can simulate the draft.
yeah, I'm gonna say don't
So it's
summer league
over,
start
season's
July
over in
10th.
July and start back up in September.
I don't give a fuck when it start.
I'm about to say
Man, y'all
just push
better
it back because there's nothing to do in August.
All
anyway.
that shit back.
Oh man, y'all first.
Put all the teams in one day and just play all 24 hours. How about
All
that?
them soft.
Because there's no basketball in
It
August.
start at 10 o'clock, man.
Round robin.
Round
Niggas
robin.
wanna be soft. Oh, it's soft, but
I'm
now
just
y'all want extra days.
I'm just saying, start the game at 10 o'clock.
Boy,
First one.
oh boy.
No, I ain't gonna front. No, some
What
extra
happened to the
basketball in
old
August would be
days?
good in the summer league.
What happened to the old days?
I'm saying it from somebody who made it to the finals twice, played a lot of minutes in all them games, and yeah, it's first round we played Indiana. That shit was 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first year in the playoffs, the first round was 5 games.
That's cool. It'd be a lot of upsets though.
Good.
Good for the game.
Yeah,
I mean,
good for
shit,
basketball.
A lot of
anyway.
upsets.
16 and 17 both advanced in the West
Lucky
on
you
this
get that
side.
sneaky.
And get rid of that shit. How about that?
What?
Let's get rid of that play-in shit.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Let's get rid of that shit.
Yeah,
While we on the subject of playoffs and games and shit,
If you're gonna get
let's
fired.
get rid of that shit. Top 8 seeds, man.
Do you think they should reseed playoffs after
8, 9, same record.
do it.
Play.
Reseed.
Other than that,
Yeah.
fuck 'em.
So you got the number one
That's
Thunder
true.
versus the 4
Fuck against them all.
and 6 versus
Fuck 'em
7.
ain't losing.
Should the Thunder have the option
Wall
to
with
take?
super glue on their lip.
Hey, listen, that'd be clever.
Before and after.
If you
That'd-
reseed it,
If you reseed it, that'd be clever.
What you mean we see?
Like I said, you got 1 versus 4, and then like 6 versus 7, and then 1 can say, I don't want to play 4, I want to play 7, and then 6 and 4 play each other.
I think it should just be top 16 seeds.
Right. So like, there's you know how there's an upset.
Top 16 by
So
record.
you could pick the one person.
Right.
You could pick who you want to play.
Top 16 by record. I like that.
Top 16 by record.
I like that.
And that's all West.
Oh, hey,
They might as well just put it East. Just good luck. It's gonna be 4 of y'all.
Got to get better.
Hey,
Ain't my problem.
competition would be crazy.
Ain't my fucking problem.
Top 16. Oh my God, the league would be on
Top
fire.
16 by
Okay.
record.
Hold on.
By record.
No.
I wanted to ask this question. Okay, we always know the West is stronger. Why? Like the East is just weaker, just for some reason. does nobody want to play in the East? Like what's going on? Why? Like it's not like it's tilting back and forth. It's just through history.
Dominant.
It's just West is dominant, East is.
But the
It's
East
style,
winning
so
the most
it's-
championships though. The East win the most
So,
championships.
so in football, right?
Style of play.
So in football, it's style of play, right? It's this West Coast style of offense, right? It's wide open. We passing the ball a lot. It's the same thing with basketball. The West has always been faster. They always play fast. Always been this style of a play versus the East. It's fucking dark and gloomy out that motherfucker. Right?
Get in the paint.
There's only like 4 places people want to go
Right?
in the East. You don't want to
It's
go
just
to
you got-
Milwaukee. You don't want to go to
You got to play a
Cleveland.
certain kind of way. Ain't no sun outside.
Yeah, it's
You don't want to go.
Listen, it just makes you put your basketball game in a certain way if you playing in, Cleveland.
You don't want to play in Detroit.
Fucking
I like that.
Detroit,
The top 16.
Indiana. Just listen to cities I'm naming.
yeah.
Chicago is fucking freezing. Great city. Fucking freezing.
Freezing.
And you gotta watch your back.
Milwaukee freezing.
Jersey, Milwaukee.
You stupid.
Indiana freezing.
Just think about these places that I'm
That's
naming.
how the
It's only in New
WNBA
York, Miami.
playoffs are.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's just the top 8 teams.
And one takes on 8 doesn't matter about conference, right?
Record.
Yeah, that's what it
The
should
top-
be.
Before it was East and West.
Yeah, it's just
But
top.
it's
yeah,
the top 8 teams.
Top 8.
They
We gonna pick because
record
the
that makes
cream
the
go
playoffs.
rise. Right, you
Yeah.
fuck around and be 12 that year, but you know what you got. It's like
I like that.
I might have 50 wins and I'm 9.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right? I'm saying it might be 5 of us tied at 50.
Yeah.
But I feel I'm just as good as because they might have beat me 3 times versus 1 during the regular season, so they got the 4th seed, but I'm 9, but we all got the same record. I'm no different than them. But if I got to play this 7th seed, then I'm a 2 seed, and they beat me. Now it's
Yep.
right when there was a question whether 7 should have been in or not. Because right now, like, just say if Minnesota would have got in, they would have been 15, 16 seed.
Yep.
Right? They would have had to play OKC in the first round.
Damn.
That sounds
So, yeah, 116, 215, do like, absolutely.
Producers like you know that the East has a 41-36 advantage
That's what I'm saying.
in rings.
East win.
That's not the quality. The reason that is because the powerhouse teams are in the West and they're gonna beat each other up. So when they go to the finals, you got one team that's kind of like
This is
rested.
better than everybody.
Huh? No, it's just rested versus this team, right? So you like I did a study on it. It was like if you took the records, it was like the top 3 teams, 2 of them is the West, 1 will be in the East, and then these 2 got to play each other to get to the finals. This one didn't have to. So when the East team won, they didn't have a juggernaut to play against, and these 2 had to fight each other.
No, I think all the East teams,
So when you
the superstars, has been like in the East.
Like
Just
think about
KJ and Tim Duncan going up against
like that. KJ and Tim Duncan got to fight each other, and then you got LeBron just sitting there playing against Toronto.
Playing a very grueling.
You know what I mean?
Eastern
Playing against
Conference.
Toronto, and then this team is beat up by the time he gets to him.
Hey, that's just. That's how you.
I was looking at it. It was. You can kind of like dictate sometimes who's going to win the championship just by how they line up in the playoffs.
That Sacramento team couldn't tell me, like, they got, like...
Yeah. Like Sacramento. Like, if Sacramento was in the East, they would have had a better chance, but they got to go against the Lakers the whole time.
And they would have lost like they did in the West.
No, you got Lakers go against Spurs.
Somebody else
and they fight the Spurs the whole 7 rounds.
So it's a difference.
And you just get to walk through.
Nah,
I'm trying to tell you.
Probably get to avoid that one matchup that you don't want to face.
I did the study on this, so I pulled my study out, but I was looking at how what happened. It was like the best team, the best record in the league, right? Because you got to remember the West.
I did my study.
The West beats up on the East. Why you think all these teams could be 6 and 7 with 50 team wins? Because they're beating on one side. That means this side sucks. This side as a group sucks like shit. They're losing to the West.
Because the 90s, I thought the East ran it because of Jordan, shit, right? And then when 2000 came, it was Lakers for 3 years, then Detroit. And
no, Detroit 1 year, then it was Spurs. It was Lakers and Spurs.
Detroit.
Lakers, Spurs.
And Detroit.
Lakers, Spurs, and Sacramento.
Detroit.
And no, Detroit won one. They team was better than Detroit.
But Detroit won, though.
They won a championship. We're just talking about the team being dominant.
Motherfuckers got lucky, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I get what they. I know. Who did Lakers play? Who did Lakers play to get there?
It was. They swept the whole goddamn playoffs down there.
And then by the time they got there, they got hurt, and then just fucking Detroit gets to walk through it.
No. And then it became Boston and Detroit and Cleveland, Chicago with Derrick Rose.
I'm not talking about a championship. Who are they playing?
Every year has a
I'm
couple
not talking
years
about the final product. I'm talking about the top teams in the West. They're going to have 60-something wins, 62 wins. They got to go against each other. This team with 50-something wins, they're playing against a team with 40 wins to get to the championship.
35.
So they're going to beat. So these two powerhouses got to fight each other, beat each other up. They're limping into the championship for the East team to win. That's what I'm saying. So when the East team wins, you got to look at who the West had to play to get there. They're going to be playing another juggernaut team.
Y'all swept through the East?
First round, no. Second round, third round, yeah. Excuse me.
So you had some hard rounds, right?
Yeah.
What was your record?
Bless you.
What, the first year in the playoffs, we lost to Indiana. We lost to Indiana 2 games.
Now, where did y'all rank? What was y'all record in the NBA that year?
52-26.
Was Sacramento in front of y'all?
I'm pretty sure I had more wins than we did.
Was Lakers in front of y'all?
Obviously.
And they had to play each other.
Still,
Are you listening?
they battling. You acting like they just sweeping. Everybody
battling. What I'm saying. I just said exactly what I said.
They beating up on each other.
The 1 and 3rd, the top teams with records are in the West. They're fighting each other. They're getting all their wins against the East for the most part.
But still, they fighting. He didn't sweep through the motherfucker.
Like first half, 50-something wins. We had 50-something wins.
Yeah, it's 50-something wins, but where did that rank in the NBA?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So these teams are beating up each other, and
but each team is battling, though. You act like he just sweeping through.
You don't know. You're right.
Yeah, you said they're going to be tired. They're playing the same amount of games.
A top team in the East is a top team. These teams, 6 of them are still better than the one team there. So they got to fight each other round and round. They get to walk. They're the best team there. They don't really have the same type of juggernauts like this. Right? This is
in the West.
Huh?
In the West.
In the West.
It evens out.
Does it?
Now we're 52 and 30.
You got
30, right?
years when the West had Eldon Campbell.
35 and 19 in the conference.
You picked one player out of the.
What was the West?
I'm just saying.
So we had 52.
It evens
52
out.
and 30.
52 and 30?
So you guys would have been the 5th best team in the league.
We had 52 wins. We were 5th best.
Jesus.
First in our conference, but 5th best overall.
Wow.
Wild to see.
Wow.
This year,
I mean,
Boston
y'all
and
playing against-
Cleveland had what, the second and third best? I mean,
If y'all did the top 16, y'all.
Yeah, we were saying.
Get to it.
We getting to it though.
Yeah, no.
We were getting to it, bro.
No, I'm just saying you guys are getting to it. But
Absolutely.
Still, you guys
Our
are still.
first round matchup would have been 12.
Speaking of getting to it, let's get to MostlyFans. Presented by the good folks at Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. So our first question is a video question from Underdog user DCroom93.
Based on all the players left in the final 4 teams for the playoffs, put them in a 3-point shootout, a dunk contest, and a skills contest. Who do you have winning each one of those events?
man, that's
too much thinking.
3-point dunk is still
too much
centralized.
Wait, what was the first? 3 points.
So
The first part?
remaining players in the playoffs who would win a 3-point contest, a dunk contest, and a skills challenge. 3 different. That's like
too high for
3-point.
3 questions in one.
3-point dunk.
So Ant-Man.
Oh, you mean a team?
No, I think
Player.
player.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
And what?
in a 3-point?
In a 3-point?
Nas Reed shooting 40% from 3 in the playoffs. Aaron Neesmith shooting 48%.
That's called defense. We just talking about.
Whatever you said, Anthony Edwards.
Uh-huh.
The fuck?
And a dunk?
Dunk contest, Obi Toppin?
Good answer.
Yeah.
Whatever you said, Anthony.
Dunk contest, OB.
You also have Alex Caruso as a potential option in that.
Whatever you said, Anthony.
Championship experience.
What was the other one?
I'm going OB
So
top.
y'all doing all
The 3-point.
See, whatever you said.
Oh, we did 3 point.
DiVincenzo.
Dante DiVincenzo.
what are you in it for?
And then, and then,
Three-point
I
contest.
thought Towns won a 3-point contest before.
and then,
Oh, shit, you got
and
that
then for
down.
skills, I'm
He
gonna
thought it
go
was a three.
SGA.
What the fuck is the skills challenge? I
The
mean,
thing,
I
the-
did
the
one,
thing,
but
the-
you know, it's
I mean, actually,
changes.
Jalen
Just running around and shit. I did one.
Actually, no, Jalen Brunson might be.
Huh?
You passed it through?
No, nigga, I missed that.
I know, thank
Oh no,
you.
Tyrese
I made the
Halliburton.
3 and the
My bad
dunk.
for the skills. My bad for the skills. Tyrese Halliburton because he can pass. You got to be able to make that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
Tyrese.
didn't change. Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
Change the rear. Anthony Edwards across the board. And man, all the way down.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I started laughing. You didn't hear him the first time?
Fuck.
Whatever you said, Anthony Edwards.
Just gave a nigga.
Whatever you said, Anthony
Just
Edwards.
gave a nigga a 3-part
I mean, he gonna fit. He
quiz.
gonna fit a lot. He gonna fit a lot.
Just gave him fucking 3-part quiz, man. We appreciate the question, bro.
And we appreciate you having Gills Arena presented by Underdog Whoop Whoop on your TV in the background. I really appreciate when fans do that. That makes you more inclined to get your question presented on this here program. But appreciate y'all. We had a full house today here in the arena. Swaggy, I didn't give you love for your corner boys hat.
Oh, man, appreciate you, man.
You know.
It's
Bringing
sunglasses.
Crippen back.
Yeah, he got that from the swap meet too.
I did. This is vintage. They said they had a box from something 1989 or something, so I took the hat. You know.
Corner boys, I like
So
that.
I went to the
Corner boy.
mall and just got it. You know. Yeah.
Doing your best to keep
Hello.
Crippen alive here in Los
They
Angeles.
ain't seen a double
definitely
fan.
Crippen.
Right? 1979.
I took it out the box.
Neighborhood.
Cheryl, we appreciate you pulling up to the arena for your second straight day. Again, wearing a pair of Jordans that we cannot attain with our regular.
I know
Not true.
both whole outfit. We
We got to be
change
Hall of
that.
Famers for a top.
You don't want the whole outfit. You don't want the
No,
whole
I looked on eBay.
For what?
I was looking for the jersey.
They got them
The
on.
Nike store.
It is. It's that.
Just tell them it's not on
Yeah,
eBay.
Jordan
It's just a
cheap as
Nike.
shit.
Nah.
Boy. They wrong for that. They wrong for that. Does it got his name on the back?
I think so. It has his
Nice.
Accomplishments, all the things.
You know, China do Nike now.
Yeah, see? All that.
Oh,
It does.
Yeah, China and Nike
You
is
said China
one.
did Nike now?
Yeah,
It
they
does.
together
Does it
now.
have his name? I don't know.
Yeah, you got a bunch of letters that said from Knee House to.
it says Gordon.
Knee House.
That's a G back there.
Man, stop, man.
Aaron Gordon.
Stupid.
Michael Gordon.
Appreciate you, Mr. B. Appreciate you, Kenyon. Appreciate you, Gil.
I know they did sell it. I was looking at it. That's what makes it funny.
And let's get forward. Look forward to some Western Conference Finals action.
Hey, low key.
For real.
You got the juice.
I don't know.
Dipping off to the.
I don't know what he's talking about.
They're not listening to me.
She got the juice. Let us find
I just
out.
want the swoops, bro.
Let us find out.
Brandon.
But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all tomorrow.